did you send me out as I have the scythe
Turn
just
you
out?
into a fucking Beyblade?
Yes.
It sounds like a
Scythe in
brilliant idea.
hand.
Let's do it.
Scythe ruined Beyblade.
So, hello, Kicking YouTube. Welcome back to our theorizing what we would do to each other in forms of how to
With
throw
consent.
somebody with consent, of course. In D&D to make things more wombo combo-y. We find ourselves back at pretty much probably the tail end of the of Nyla's magical mansion. Had a lot of discussion last time, had a little bit of the ups and downs last time, and then we had to skip a week because of Freaky Deaky. So what do you guys remember from last time?
Nothing. Me personally, nothing.
Nyla decided she was going to play around with some magic beans and summon some shit.
Nyla fucked around and found out.
That's
That?
right.
And surprisingly took care of herself.
Yeah. Nobody got seriously
Amazing.
broken enough to involve the
Great
true
scene.
cleric.
For the love of
Yeah,
God.
because Hydrun opened the door, saw the fight going well, closed the door, walked back.
Yep.
As soon as I saw that list for what the beans could potentially summon, and I saw that dice roll, I was like, oh, we are about to have fun.
Where?
And summoning a bullet out of the ground is just wreck
I
face.
wanted to see what would happen, and I fucked around and I
There's
found
a-
out. But I
There's
didn't.
there's a lot of good things that you could have rolled on those beans, but you just happened to roll one of the few really, really bad things. Just be thankful that it was the only one bean that you decided to utilize.
It absolutely could have been worse. As someone who's had to roll on the madness table numerous times in other campaigns, it always could be worse.
Can I just say, before moving on, can I just say my thought process? Just real quick.
No need. You're fine.
Oh, it was good. It was entertaining.
The way I saw it is after getting those 8, what did we roll? 8 beans?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I feel like if I buried like more than one, it could either have a good impact or a massive bad one. And since I don't know how bad this roll could be, I'd rather stick with the one than find out we screwed ourselves later.
Test run. Test run complete.
On other notes, I know it was announced by Amir that when everybody leaves the Magic Mansion, he's going to go back to find Sledge to guide the reinforcements into the well. Because even though he is doing his best to show stoic face, deep down he has lost his edge in terms of just fear factor.
Oops.
Yep.
Oops. It's not like your worst nightmares came to life in front of your face and tried to kill you.
No,
while
not at all.
blinded and
Tiamat,
yeah.
fine. Tikis is fine. That bitch, nope.
Yeah.
Kirk was more or less just wondering and worried on what version of the seal that we have. And I think other than Nyla going back to take a nap after the bullet incident, I'm pretty sure everyone is just waiting for everybody else to join back the group.
Yeah. Also, last week, the gear that Amir had got identified.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And is now sitting on the table.
Yeah, you guys still need to pass those out.
Yeah. Amir only took one thing before the session ended.
But I believe there's that Sphere of Annihilation, which is in Kirk's possession right now.
Yeah.
There are some healing potions. There are some potions
There
of
was only
Storm
there was
Giant.
only one potion of healing that Amir
Yeah,
took.
and you grab. Oh, yeah.
There's 2 potions of Cloud Giant
That's what it
Strength,
is.
a potion of Vitality. There are 4 wands. They are the wand of Web, of Entanglement, of Secrets, and of English. Uh, pa- Paralysis.
Paralysis.
Paralyzed. Yes, that
Is
one.
English hard for you today?
That word, yes.
English is hard every
Yeah, the
day.
wand. You got the wands of web,
Paralysis.
entangle, paralysis, and secrets. Amir took the potion of supreme healing. Otherwise,
Yes.
there's a potion of vitality. Oh, thanks for the follow. There is also a 7th level scroll of Crown of Stars.
Mhm.
An artifact called the Eyes of Minute Scene. 2
I knew.
potions. 2 potions of Cloud Giant Strength, which gives strength of 27 for an hour, which can come in clutch in a moment. I know that the 10 arrows of Slaying,
Mm-hmm.
Alyssa just kind of yoinked up without even batting an eye. There's also the plate armor of etherealness, the boots of
Yep.
levitation, and then Kirk was given the sphere of annihilation.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. And for those that need a refresher, the Eyes of Minute Scene, or Minute Scene, whatever you want to call it.
It's in your defense, it's spelled the exact same way.
I know. Crystal lenses fit over the eyes. While wearing them, you can see much better than normal out of range of a foot. So basically, you have perfect vision only a foot in front of you, which is good if you're tinkering with little things or trying to study the internals of a lock, something very small, something very close to your face. You basically get advantage on investigation checks while relying on it. The plate of etherealness is one of those other weird ones. Which
Isn't that
is
once a day you can cast Ethereal Step?
while wearing this armor, you can speak its command word and gain as an action to gain the effect of etherealness spell, which lasts for 10 minutes or until you remove the armor or use the action to speak command word again. And then you can't use it till the next dawn. So it's armor that basically allows somebody to do what Alyssa can already do as a ranger. And kind of go, poof, I'm in the ethereal world.
Badger.
But as its full plate armor, it has disadvantage on stealth, but it's got an armor of AC. It just weighs a fucking ton at 65 pounds. What's up?
It's not a combat spell, so I wouldn't be exhausting myself. Could I do the 6 or the 100? I can speak. The power. Here, I'll send it to game log.
Power word
Fuck it.
fortify.
Yeah, before we get going.
It's
That
an
way we have. Oh my
Let me double check a ruling.
Okay.
What I believe we left off on somewhat of an awkward exchange at the top of the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We figured out a comeback for it, but I don't think Cecile's in the right mindset for that.
Okay, so even though the spell is instantaneous, the temporary HP lasts until it's either used or you take another long rest. So
So hold off on that. Then.
You don't gotta do it now. It doesn't require concentration.
Okay,
Yeah, you're
I was just trying to figure out if it would be good to use or just a.
I mean,
He-
during the big
Wait.
battle, I'm pretty sure.
Keep in mind,
Okay.
Power Word Fortify with the 120 temporary HP divided amongst the
It's 20.
yes, because you're only splitting it 6 ways, even though there are 8 people in your party.
I mean, it still gives
You can divide
a
it
good.
anyway.
True, you can
It still
choose
gives
to
a good
drop it on
bonus.
top of one person if desperately necessary, or split it between 2. It's
Okay.
just up.
The reason
if-
why I was saying that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was saying, if you choose to use it up to 6 people, they're only getting a maximum of 20 HP.
Okay.
They're
The
10
reason why I was
pinpoints.
saying that is because I was thinking of using that for like mainly the heavy liners, the people who are up and close, punchy boys, such as like Alyssa,
Honestly?
Cecile, and what Hydroon too.
Honestly, that might
If
be
I
a
can-
clutch keep somebody standing if they're getting too low and the cleric is otherwise
Yeah.
occupied.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
The bonuses
really
to
like
your bardic spells is that you're kind of like a buff debuff caster. So you can either help the team hurt the enemy kind of thing without actually doing direct
Yeah.
damage. So yeah, in moments to where you want to just give somebody a boost, or like they said, if the healer is otherwise occupied or not within range, you could just kind of give someone a buff of hit points to keep them standing,
Yeah.
kind of deal.
The problem is I want to use the spell Hero's Fable for Alyssa as well. That way she can deal more damage, but it'll also deal back damage from the enemy, dealing more damage to her as well. And I don't want that to happen to Alyssa.
That
That-
particular
He's a
spell is good
19.
for. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be something you would probably
So-
want to drop mid rage.
Yeah.
Uh, When it comes to that, just let me know if I should or should not use that in case we need the extra damage.
A lot of Nyla's spells revolve around one word: timing. It's not necessarily
Yeah.
that you want to use it or can't use it. It's the figuring out the when. When is it
Yeah,
appropriate?
man.
When should you drop it? When should you leave it?
No,
Yeah, I'm
dude,
still
it's why
trying to
people
learn
do it.
that. I'm sorry if it gets bad
No.
timing for that.
Stop apologizing. You're fine.
I mean, also
Okay.
listen to the keywords. If someone takes a brutal hit and they're all like, "If only I had something to keep me going," there's your keywords. Like, oh,
Yep.
I'm bleeding. If only someone could heal me. Oh, that's your cue to give a buff or something. Or same thing with like haste. Wait until it's like mid battle when okay, they hit hard, but let's hit harder, and then give someone haste so they can go in and just wreck face.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So eventually everybody slowly
So-
starts coming downstairs.
Mm.
Or do you want to
So we
do
left off
something?
with Kirk saying something
Yeah.
and
That.
destroying everyone.
Uh-huh.
Man, do I just make it more awkward? Or do I just squash that mood and move on?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just squash it. I'll share with everyone later what my brain concocted. After Kirk says that, it's just an eyebrow raise from Cecile. And then her deadpan looking him in the face and going, "You here to kill me?"
No, I missed that opportunity.
I mean, I'm still half carrying my armor.
Just know out of the several representatives of the Harpers, we're all going to get yelled at. And that's okay.
In a good way or a bad way?
Depends on who does the yelling.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. And I'll just start walking down the stairs.
As Cecile passes him, he kind of makes this like gesture, like he's looking at a timepiece and going, "Well, I mean, the time frame works. I mean, it took you 500 years before, whereas this time it only took you like a couple hours."
Under Amir's breath, not even that. Minutes.
Oh no, I fully plan
vast
on
improvement.
making a return trip to our friends in the mountains after all is said and done, but we don't really have the time for that. Y'all keep talking about 4 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to
Fight now,
get a
therapy
move
later.
on. Deal with this bitch before she becomes even more of a problem.
Yeah, and what
Swoop.
happens if she does the same thing her little puppet did?
Then we kill everyone trying to perform the summon. She can't be a summon if there's no one to summon her.
But we, given how many king dragons were in the sky, I don't know if that's going to be possible.
I might be able to get a black dragon on our side for a short time.
And I mean, I know we have the council too, but I don't think they want to be hands-on in this fight. Stressed. I'm not 100% sure what the right decision is. I just don't want us to charge in head first and then everybody gets killed. But I don't want that bitch to get up either. So I'm not 100% sure what to do.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a slight snag, but we don't really have much time.
And the longer we wait, the more chances we have a whole group of nasty things waiting for us right outside the door.
Possibly, yeah.
So I believe with my information, there were some cave-ins, so there's a good possibility that these caverns are still empty.
Yeah,
Wait,
there's that. But
Couldn't I?
They should be.
Couldn't
And
I
there's
just
only-
teleport us back to the area, our safe place, while inside the mansion?
Well, that takes us away from stopping her, though.
we have to
Oh,
something right now. We're just trying to figure out the best course of action.
Yeah. I mean, what we
Right
really
now-
need is to get our fighting force that's on its way here.
Which is good backup. However,
Yeah.
that puts us in the middle of everything.
Oh, okay.
We can't exactly be stealthy. They know we're here.
Yeah, but if they have another fighting force that they're focused on that's much larger than us, we could slip through a lot easier.
Yeah, that all depends on how far away they are, though.
That's an issue. That's
Yeah,
an
because
issue.
timing is going to be
Yes.
everything with this.
Do we have any
Just
way of being able to
slowly
reach
putting
out to
armor on.
them to, like, do we have any way of reaching out to them to be able to see how far out they are?
If
Sending
I'm not
stones?
mistaken, they should be either waiting for us or almost here.
How many?
Would we have any way to know that, Badger?
Not at the current moment.
Because, like, I have a sending stone, and Amir has my other sending stone.
Where's your bird?
Oh, I forgot about Delta.
Just see fucking Thor pop off to Alyssa's shoulder, look at you, turn its head, look back at Alyssa, and, like, the audacity.
Look, I haven't had to use her in a while, okay?
Just saying.
Do you try to summon her here, or you wait to go
I'm
outside?
gonna wait till we're right outside the door.
Okay.
I can still only make one illusion, can't I?
It depends on the spell and depends on what it says.
I wonder, I'm looking at my spells, or at least trying to look through my spells. Seeing if I can't do like a group illusion where we go one way, but we have the fake illusionist styles us be like, hey, we're over here. They run off. They chase them while we get scot
Don't you have to
free
be
to
within
go.
a certain distance?
Mm-hmm.
It depends on the spell,
Oh.
but yeah. Honestly, that's gonna maybe fool some of the lower rank and file, but
And I don't think anybody in the party has mass invisibility.
I have
No.
greater invisibility, but not.
That only
Fuck.
works for yourself.
So, any other plans?
What? How long? One touch, concentration up to a minute. It'll take a bit of time, but what if I did it multiple times? If we're not in combat, that is. Greater invisibility. One person. They go to the spot. Greater visibility. Go to
level
the next
spell
spot.
is greater.
And isn't invisibility a
goes-
concentration?
It is a
Greater
concentration.
invisibility, yeah.
So
Which
that
means you
wouldn't
can only
work.
cast it once.
Hmm.
Oh.
We don't have the time for it to be you cast on one of us, that person goes to where we need to go.
Half a day
Then
will
you-
pass by that time.
Mm.
Yeah, and then
Oh.
yeah, if you're constantly trying to do cast on one, that person goes. Cast on the next person, that person goes. By
No,
that point, we'll have lost too much time.
spells like
Damn
Pass
it, I
Without
thought that was-
Trace would make silence and
Ooh, hold
without
up.
with footprints,
Damn it! I thought I had a big brain moment. Fuck.
because that's an AOE centered on the caster. So as long as everyone's within it, can move without making footprints or sound.
Okay.
Okay, so this one doesn't last for very long, but it would work in a pinch if we had to. I have Dust of Disappearance.
Ooh.
I only have enough for one use. Each creature and object within 10 feet of me becomes invisible for 2d4 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So a max of 8, but also the lowest of 2.
Yeah. It's a gamble.
So
Like I said,
okay,
that's
so
in
if
a
we did
pinch.
that,
That's
but
in a
somebody,
pinch.
so well, I mean, there's that. But if we figured out where the fuck we're supposed to go, we can travel at how many feet with a really hasted barbarian? Like,
If you
how
guys are
fast were we
traveling
flying through those caverns?
at like 90 feet,
Mm-hmm. We're going fast.
and if
Every
you
6
guys
seconds?
stick as a group, you'll most likely shred anything that you come across.
Boom.
Cecile's just sitting here listening because
Slowly putting her
she's
armor
doing
back
the
on, like
avoiding eye contact game, particularly with Alita and Amir.
Mm-hmm. Amir's, whenever he says something, he says it quickly. He's also avoiding eye contact, basically
also-
waiting for the group to come up with a decision so he can find his exit.
I also wouldn't be surprised if Amir is doing the wherever Cecile is, I'm going to be on the opposite side of the room.
I mean, basically the
Oh.
table with all the gear is a buffer.
For the most part, all of Cecile's movements are very, very slow and very, very clear. Like, she's telegraphing like a motherfucker.
But maybe the last 30 minutes or so of the mansion spell,
Here's a question, Tim.
Hmm.
Is my sword a sword or is my sword a great axe right now?
it depends on that one question that you were debating about even last session. What form does she take? Also, the question Kirk was asking, what form does she end up with?
A weird amalgamation. Like, Cecile still looks bulky. She's like deliberately, decisively putting her armor on.
You're fine, Mouse.
So is the sign
I
of
don't
putting
think
the
she's
armor
picked
on?
up the weapon yet.
No. Probably not. Because I think you said that when you dropped unconscious, you dropped the weapon. Someone scooped it up with your armor. So depending on the class that you ended up, and regardless, it's going to be a weird amalgamation. It's just I gave you the deciding factor of either stay as one or go with the other one with buffs. And that will determine what form that weapon takes. And if you want to
No,
vocalize the
she's-
debating too, I mean, get the whole group on it.
Oh, Cecile can't even make eye contact with most of this group right now. Especially the ones she knows she injured in some way. Like, there's this weird, like, she'll look at Alyssa and then also look away. But it's that, like, reassuring herself that you're standing there and then promptly
Going back.
finding a
gotcha.
spot in the distance. It's not looking at anyone.
I mean, if you want to make an insight check, Alyssa, go ahead.
I'm pretty sure with passive alone. Okay, passive is 18. I'm more focused on other things.
You said your passive insight's 18?
Oh no, my passive insight's a 13.
Oh, okay.
My passive perception is a 19.
So just passives and watching Cecile be awkward in this moment. There is
More
a
awkward than the usual 6 charisma.
there is an internal debate that is going on in her head right now because of this snapping back to full barbarian mode.
Hmm.
There is a teetering on, does she stay barbarian or does she go back to her skills as a fighter? So even though her muscles are still bulging half barbarian, like, she's been slowly trying to reassemble her armor as if she's not quite sure what she wants to be.
Okay. So, noting that Alyssa will kind of turn towards Cecile in between her and everyone else. And you're sitting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you standing? Okay, so if you're
At least
sitting,
get the boots on.
I'll be kneeling down to your level and be like, hey, so I see you're kind of at war with yourself. There's also a little like guilty feeling going on. Everyone here knows that what happened wasn't you in your right mind. I can tell from Kirk's conversation that there's obviously some risks with you staying this way versus the way that we know you. What's your thought process on this?
It's not so much risks as the agreement I made with the Harpers. I stay the bloody. Kirk and Amir have orders to take me out. But I don't know if y'all. I don't know what's better for the ultimate outcome, though. I don't know if you guys need that ruthlessness or not.
It's Tiamat. I mean, after saying that, Alyssa's going to look up in Kirk's direction, knowing what she knows, and be like, hey, come here.
You just see the wings furl out and he kind of just like hovers back to the ground. Like, swoop, drop.
Show off.
I mean, when you got 2 sets of wings, you can pretty much just use it like a parachute and just glide wherever you want to go.
I mean, 1 set of wings. Most people do that.
Yeah.
So Alyssa's going to look at Kirk and be like, so Cecile just caught me up to speed on y'all's deal. This is Tiamat.
Safety contingent.
This is possible end of the world if we fail. Having Cecile the Bloodied on our side would be huge. Could be a massive turning point.
No, I agree.
I think we need Cecile the Bloodied, honestly. But I know that this could cause problems in the future. How how easily swayed are the Harpers? I wouldn't even say like trying to be shady persuasion, but more like truth, facts, this is what it is.
In this situation, you would have to show their leaders that even as a barbarian, she has absolute control.
That being said, I'm gonna look down at Cecile and ask, now that the veil was lifted from your eyes in that fight and no one died, How in control are you of this side?
Honest answer, I don't know. It's been looks at Kirk. 600 years? No. Oh. No. 600 years since my last fully in control rage. Maybe more, maybe less, give or take. Time gets fucky. Once you
In-
pass 200 years, it's hard to keep track of shit.
If you ask me, there is a reason why I wouldn't doubt you'd be able to stay in control.
Yeah.
Was that just the tiniest squeak from you as you yawned? Okay. And it's almost like just someone letting out the little bit of air out of a balloon or something like that. Just, but no, Kirk's like, from what I have known of you, you are an emotional rager. And he kind of like stops and thinks about the wording, but then he shakes his head and goes, no, that sounds about right.
I'm an Eladrin. Yeah.
You're an
continue.
Eladrin. Your rages are driven by emotions. Your Cecile the Bloodied time frame was essentially your barbarian grieving. But we've all seen you. If you fight for a reason, you fight for somebody else, you maintain control. I have just been asking which side you choose, because I can tell even from up there that your mind and your body are not yet synchronized.
Nope.
But I know that once the decision is made and you have convinced yourself that is the way you're going to go, everything else will fall into place. We can deal with Remy later. We can deal with the Harpers later. If you feel that Cecile the Bloody needs to stick around till the end of Tiamat, then so be it. There are the pros and cons depending on which class you decide to stick with.
Personally speaking, based on the hits I took and everyone else, I'm not trying to make you feel guilty here. I agree with Kirk. We can deal with Remy later. We have the Council of Dragons on our side too, if that means anything.
I'll let the party vote on it.
I say yes. But we will let them vote. So,
Was this
Alyssa will
conversation
turn
being
around.
had
Alyssa
loud
will
enough
turn
to,
around and try to address everybody. Oh, I'm sorry, Country, go ahead.
was this conversation being had loud enough that the rest of us could hear it or no?
We're in the
I
main
would-
room.
I mean, yeah,
was
this
You
is
can
all.
trying to,
still
like,
have
speak
you
more
can still have a
personally.
quiet
Somewhat.
conversation even in the main room between people.
Not from the cleric. Cleric here.
Yeah.
Well, depends on whether or not the cleric wants to hear it.
Yeah, both of you to assume
uh,
the cleric's paying attention.
Amir heard it,
Mhm.
even though he's avoiding
But no,
He
party
has
votes.
no choice right now but to pay attention to everything Cecile is doing.
Also, the sad thing, Kirk as a Aarakocra doesn't really speak quietly with a beak. So a lot of his words were more or less projected.
Mm-hmm.
Aelita's trying not to pay attention, but Aelita's paying attention.
So we'll just turn around and be like, so do we want Cecile the Bloody or Cecile the Fighter? She would like a vote.
It may not matter much, but I'd rather have Cecile the Fighter rather than Cecile the Bloody.
Yeah.
Fighter, bloodied. Kirk, your vote was bloodied? Is that right?
I can weigh the pros and cons of either side.
But
You're not helping here.
Would the bloodied be useful against Tiamat? Yes.
Because if I'm being honest, I don't think we're going to get to Tiamat in time before the ceremony ends. But that's personal opinion.
okay.
Hydroon?
I say yes. We keep. I say Cecile the Bloody for helping with Tiamat. Whether we get there before the summoning happens or after, Cecile the Bloody would be a great help.
Okay. Alita?
Come back to me. I need to think about that.
Okay. Cece?
After seeing the bloodied, I prefer the bloodied.
Wait, sorry, hang on. Brain just caught up to me. If we still had Cecile the Bloodied, that means she would still be aware of her surroundings and not like 4, right? And this is out of character, by the way, because
This is the conversation between just what class Cecile takes. I gave her an option.
Yeah.
Stay as barbarian or go back to fighter with buffs.
Is it a permanent change?
Till the end of the campaign, yes.
okay. And there's not going to be another chance of just turning on us, right?
There's literally always that chance when it comes to Tiamat. If that's Nyla in character. And Cecile will add the caveat of if it happens again, you drop me. And I'll make eye contact with Alita, or you send my ass away. If it happens again.
That means we would have what? 2 barbarians and two barbarians with a barbarian ranger.
You'll have a
main
barbarian hunter
focus,
and then a full barbarian.
which will add the double strength and damage.
Juggernaut barbarian.
Yeah, at that. A fucking juggernaut that can't be restrained or knocked prone.
Okay, so here's what I want to do. I'm gonna roll out 1d4.
Odds or evens.
Yeah,
We just
wait, no,
need
would it be?
we just need fighter or barbarian. We just need a
Though I see
Yeah,
Perma's
I'll do it.
weighing out the potential RP of if, the losing control side is what Nyla seems to be worried about.
See,
Yeah,
I
Where
so-
Aelita's brain is
permanent
too.
class change.
Odds, I choose fighter. Even, I'll choose barbarian. I guess that's fair.
Roly poly oly.
All right. I choose barbarian. She takes out a gold coin. She'll flip it and she'll call heads as she like
It's
puts
just
it on
like
the top of her palm.
chant.
Yeah, no, I call.
Who do you worship? The Changebringer? What?
What?
Alyssa's just. Oh man. Okay.
Hydra's just gonna be like, just gonna perk up for a moment. Do you expect anything else from her?
I guess not. At this point, good God.
I'm sorry. I just
Anyway.
I have this.
Well, still ultimately gonna leave it up to you, Cecile, but now that you said it is a permanent class change,
Oh,
now
for
I'm on
the
the fence.
campaign.
I know. But now I'm on the fence of like, oh shit.
If after
say-
Tiamat it goes back to, Cecile
Right.
goes back to the Giants for X amount of years and goes back to
Mhm.
fighter, then, I mean that can be role played out. But it was that whole
No.
she
This is-
snapped
this
and
is
became full barbarian. Well, what
fighter fight.
happens when she calms down?
So-
And that's when I gave, as the DM, gave the option to choose.
It's kind of like those like superhero movies. I grant you my power to stop the ultimate enemy until the end of the battle. And it's like, okay. And it's like the heroic angelic music. Ah, da, 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 smash. And then pow. And then kerkapack. Right?
Sure.
That's how it goes usually.
Yeah,
When
sure.
did your mind go comic book?
Just now.
I
Just
don't know.
That's where Perma's brain lives. What are you talking about?
Damn it! That's making me.
So during all this conversation, Amir is still uneasy and quiet, but he eventually pipes up with, I've heard stories of you before. I grew up with stories of your beginning, and I've dealt with you for your aftermath for a good chunk of your time. When you have your head on straight, the bloody could be a very good asset. When not, we know what happened. After reading reports, we know what you're capable of and what you can do as the fighter. I'm confident that this group can handle whichever way you go. Ultimately, the choice is yours. And whatever you choose, it'll be the correct choice. And then he just kind of goes back to being quiet.
So we have a
Right.
majority vote.
Mhm.
But I still want to talk to everyone about it.
Who would be left to say something? Aelita and Tibbers?
Yeah.
I mean, she can technically put
Empty head?
no thoughts had empty in the
Mm.
chat.
I think he doesn't care. Did you hit my dog? How dare you?
Whoop thine ass.
What's the label of this fucking chat room?
Hmm.
Who is Cecile? A lesbian mess. That's what she is.
Mhm.
All right, now.
Cecile is still looking at Alita after making that statement of, I lose control. You either drop my ass or you send my ass away. And I don't know, maybe find me later or not. That's up to you.
Alita is looking through Cecile, essentially. Just like blankly staring at her. And it's very apparent that she is mentally weighing the pros and cons of how her friend should present. Because, yes, Cecile hits hard. But the bloodied hits harder. But at the same time, she sees the amount of stress and worry that is currently like running through Cecile. And it's very obvious that Alita doesn't want her friend to be as stressed as she is right now. But at the same time, she knows that the added damages that Cecile can do as a barbarian would be helpful against, this dumb bitch named Tiamat. Ultimately, it is Cecile's decision. But I think the added damage would do better. Also makes you, what, harder to hit, harder to move, from what I saw.
Impossible to move.
Yeah, more or less the vibe you got was she only goes where she wants,
Mm-hmm.
and she can't be stopped as well from going where she wants. She's
Yeah.
both kind of an immovable object and an unstoppable force at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
in a weird way. Orcosaurus. She's all the way upstairs.
Uh-huh.
No idea what she's throwing a tantrum about. She's realized she can convince the children to do what she wants, whether or not they should, just by working a lot. She has them well trained.
As she should. But the added damage and you are a force of nature is a bonus. But I see that it also stresses you out.
I would say with Alita's abilities and insight and whatnot, there's almost as much stress from like the fighter side of it,
Mm-hmm.
of put myself back in fighter. What if that's not enough? And we fail. It's that I choose that and it's not enough. Is it now my fault because I didn't go back to barbarian
First off,
or stay?
first off, Alyssa's just gonna look at you. First off, if we fail together. This is not one singular person's thing. You're not alone. And if I can have it my way, you'll never be alone again.
Yeah, I don't do well alone.
There you go. That made that a lot easier.
So, my vote, you stay the barbarian. Do the extra damage. And if it comes to it, then we'll either drop your ass or we'll come find you in the Feywild later.
Okay. Stay tall, angry lady it is.
So
I mean, if it
essentially,
really comes down to it, I wouldn't mind a trip through the Feywilds to find you.
so as full barbarian, you could, as your armor stands, you can wear greaves and gauntlets.
Mm-hmm.
But everything else is considered armor.
Yeah. So,
Which means
like,
somebody else
she'd
would
put
have to.
the feet back on. She has the gauntlets and the helm on.
Question.
Yes.
Gonna help, obviously.
I mean, my only thing is whether or not I keep the helm or pass the helm off to somebody else. Its only benefit is teleportation.
I mean, who would be able to use the helm that much? Was the question.
I mean, it's free teleport. It's 3 free teleports. It's like the teleportation spell, and it recharges at dawn. I think, what is it, 1d4?
Yeah.
Plus 1, I think? I can't remember.
I feel like that's a good thing for either Hydroon or Alyssa, because they could just wham, 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 teleport. Nope, I'm right behind you. Wham, wham, wham.
It
That
is
would not
something
be
to
good for
attune
me.
to.
Oh, why
That would not be
wouldn't
good.
it?
It's
Ethereal
teleportation.
Step, Misty Step, and I have a new Barbarian feat that allows me to teleport within 10 feet and strike a third enemy.
It's
so.
just since Cecile's armor is entirely plate. Almost
Yeah.
every single piece of it is considered heavy armor, which would play against
I can wear it,
barbarian
but
rage.
it means I don't get the nice unarmored barbarian perks, which my AC is surprisingly the same as a barbarian without any armor whatsoever. But I'm faster as a barbarian
with
these boots on.
Or
okay.
What you can do is leave it in your bag, and whenever you need to teleport as a group, pop it on.
I mean, I could stay attuned to it, yeah, technically.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't use
Unless
it
you
while
have it.
raging.
Yeah.
Unless there's another item.
So yeah, I think she had at least gotten the boots on.
Okay. And I would give you the gauntlets, because with the heliothyll lining, the boots and the bracers would be lighter than usual.
Mm-hmm.
So I say that you can wear basically legs, boots, and gauntlets without any issue, but the rest of the plate
pants and the chest.
Yep. And then you just can't use the helm while raging.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, we gotta fix my... That's not what I wanted to do. Why did
Yep.
you roll?
So this token button goes to poof. And you can
Mhm.
put yourself back at full health and pull off the exhaustion and the prone and the other bad
Mhm.
status effects. For those that aren't at full health, apply a long rest. There's only a couple of tokens that are not at full.
CC. Timbers.
Givers.
I thought I played a long rest and then I got zapped.
And then there's still been enough time to regain that.
Fuck.
Okay.
And then there's the fact that I forgot.
The mansion lasts 24 hours. The mansion lasts 24 hours, and you guys are in like your last like 30 minutes. Like you have spent the entire time
Okay.
in here, except for that brief like 5 minutes that Nyla stepped out and then came back in and take a nap.
So it's got the proper strength score with the
Mhm.
book and the nonsense. Ugh.
So with that being said, do you pick up your weapon?
Yeah.
Okay. The Moonblade remains as the axe. There's only the slightest of shifting because this is the type of axe that you can wield one-handed if you wanted to. So it kind of has that Escanor look to it. If you've ever seen Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah.
Escanor's got the big old battle axe, but it's got the sword hilt with the pommel and whatnot.
You
Good.
say that, and now I'm looking it up.
It's purdy.
Uh-huh.
It is the definition of a one-handed battle axe.
I assume I do not hear the voice though.
Ooh.
Yeah. You don't hear the boys, but somebody else does. They are having a small debate. Because
Mitchell lifts this fully probably too.
they jumped to the axes because they had to. Because they were momentarily kicked out of the Moonblade. Because they lost their essentially attunement to you during that little time. And I don't know the number, so I'm not gonna pick it up. But there's this kind of like a debate on whether do they both jump or not. Because in the time that they've been hanging out inside of Alyssa's head.
Oh, you've been having a peanut gallery this whole time.
Moon's mostly just been quiet and level-headed and thinking about it, and Sun's been all about the let's fuck shit up. But the debate then goes back to there is a very subtle conversation that starts off with the line, "What if we both have one?"
What was that? I missed it. You cut
There's a very subtle conversation in the back of your head from the boys saying, what if we both have one?
Against that?
Of course, Sun immediately wants to suggest jumping over to the axe because to feel the bloodied with his pushing would be phenomenal, but the other brother sits there and explains that the seal needs someone level-headed. And if Sun stays in the axes, then both barbarians get a buff. And even though they're having this conversation in your consciousness, they're not really like talking to you, more or less. They were just kind of talking amongst each other, like, what if? And it's like, but at the time they're like, but we've always been a pair. And it's like, yeah, but this pair needs our influence. This pair needs our help. And after probably a good little bit of a debate between the two of them, you feel one of their presences jump.
So I'll kind of just think who stayed.
And all you hear is, you want to fuck shit up? You ready to fuck shit up?
Yes.
So
My
Sun
only
stays
question
behind.
is, how is the Axe's rage going to affect him?
So with Sun staying, what your axes get is when you apply 1 blood point, you can choose to do 2 in the same bonus action. When they were both there, they could both grant you fully loaded blood axes points without any downside. But since Sun's more of the let's just go and kill things, he is the fighter, whereas Sun's the caster, or whereas Moon's the caster. He gives you, you want to use a blood point, he will fill the other one himself, essentially.
Okay, cool. Bet.
So you
I'm
can,
down.
On the flip side, with Moon jumping to the Great Axe, it provides that level-headed, that whisper, that force voice in the back of the head to try to keep Cecile calm and level-headed.
Cool.
What's that?
Moon chose you.
The boys decided to split. One stay with Alyssa, one jump back over to the axe.
And Moon chose you.
Okay.
To help keep you level-headed.
Yeah, of the two of them. Yeah.
So as the DM explaining what now happens with Moon's influence, you have a advantage on not losing control.
Nice.
If the case comes down to it.
Good.
Oh,
But with
Sorry,
Sun staying
stubbed
with
my toe.
Alyssa gets a bit of a combat perk
mm-hmm.
when she
I get an
chooses,
extra blood point.
Nice.
instead of using a bonus action to pump a blood point, Sun will help push the second one, so you can do 2 for 1.
Nice. Oh, give me a second. Sorry, I stubbed my toe and it dislocated my toe.
Oh,
I'm just
whoa,
getting
whoa.
it back into its assigned seat. Please hold on.
Ow! Are you okay?
This is a daily occurrence for Al. I'm sure they're
Yeah.
fine.
I need
It's just been
dislocations
With
to
busted
stop
going
with
happening
with
around
all the
me right now.
with all
It's
the
not fun.
arthritis stuff, there is a lot of dislocating of things and popping them back in, and
It's the EDS, but yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
My
finally.
question is
Okay.
how you could do
It's
that,
back in
and then
its
just
assigned.
like it's like a normal occurrence. That should only be like a one-time
If
thing,
I
though, right?
tense my feet wrong in bed, I will dislocate a toe. So, it is just my life. It's okay. It's back in its assigned seat and everything's fine. I just have to be careful
Yikes.
because if I tense my foot, it'll fucking
Do it
make
again.
a walkabout again. Ah, we're good. It just didn't want to go back right away. It's fine. It's just a fun time game of the sooner the better. Because if I let it sit, then it swells and it's harder to actually put it back where it's supposed to go.
Still.
We're good. Like Cal's just like, no, this is fine. This is nonchalant. I'm just like, meh. It's not the pain in the ass joint, so I'm happy.
Okay.
It's
You
the
say
one
so.
joint in my foot that is such a pain to get back. But we're good. Okay, so I have moon in my head. Love.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm trying to decide what season I would have woken up as. I mean, I basically did 3 elvish long rests. Almost
Right.
4. Hmm. I think summer.
Homer.
Yeah,
All right.
I want to be spring, but I don't think I am back at that mental state yet.
So as you all decide to eventually finish with handing things out and prepping and heading out the door. Upon leaving the door, let me go back to this map. Other than the carcass of a bullet right outside the door, the cavern that you guys were in is still empty. Mostly because the two main pathways that had enemies behind them got blocked off. As there was a cave-in during this cave and a cave-in over this other well, that kind of only makes 2 ways that you guys know for potential exits, which is the hole in the cavern for flyers, or back down and over the corpses of guard drakes from where you guys came in.
Upon leaving the mansion, I'm going to summon Delta.
Mhm.
And have her fly off to try to find out where the incoming troops, where the troops are at, to see how far out they are.
Okay. Does essentially Delta fly out with Amir?
Yeah. If Amir's leaving, then I'm also going to make sure he keeps a hold of that sending stone, so he can
I'll let you know when they're en route.
get any notification. Wait, if you're heading out, then why does Delta need to go?
I was wondering why.
Because
to
then
make
you just
sure
have
that you guys
Delta.
all get the message.
Yeah. Well, because if they're not there, then Delta could go out a little
Delta
bit
can
further.
can head out and just be like, okay, where are they at?
Mm-hmm.
And Amir can get sidetracked where Delta can't, because Delta's just a bird.
No, Amir wouldn't get sidetracked.
Combat wise, he can get sidetracked.
Yeah, but if they both go, when Amir goes back to, regardless of if the army's there or not, Amir was going to reconvene with Sledge and prepare the area, and then Delta could go fly around and get information.
Delta
and then
can do
through
a
the
little
sending
aerial
stone, you
recon.
guys can communicate.
Yeah. Once that's all done, Amir's going to, before he departs, walk by Kirk, not a word. Walk by Cecile, not no eye contact, very much timid, but it's a very quick, I'm glad you're okay. You're in good hands. Then he's going to go to Alyssa and be like, take care of her. Take care of this group. Y'all should be fine. Before
mean,
departing.
Before you leave, I'm be like, I took care of us so far. You've got nothing to worry about.
I know. I just needed to say it.
I know. Take care of yourself.
Hope to see you again.
You will.
And depart.
And I'll see him again one way or another.
Battle plan. What are you guys gonna?
If I have to find him to res his ass, might just drop him again just to do it all over again.
Why? I can take you directly to him if you have to find him first. You can beat his ass, drop him, then find his body to bring him back. Take him to
That
the
sounds
shadow
like a
plane.
lot of work.
Holding up his hand with the ring on it, you'll know where I'm at.
Oh, I know. I know I'll know where you're at. Welcome to the Von Bloodworths, bitch.
Oh shit.
And he leaves
He's
with a
about to
smile on his
get
face.
Down.
Okay.
So what is our plan? We literally just have the door at the end of this hall, I think. Everything else is kind of caved in. Well, we got it one other way.
Hang on one second. I'm being summoned. My vote is. Fuck, I don't know. Hold on.
I mean, even if the door's locked, we have ways around that. I knocked very hard.
You're gonna go down and check out on that door?
I mean, that's what makes sense to me.
Okay. So you go down this hallway here, where there is this large, practically solid steel door. It looks like it was built almost like a prison door, in just the fact of how it locks. It's locked to seal. Because the Well of Dragons was built on a volcano. You're pretty sure that this door was designed so that once it's closed and sealed, is to keep the flow of magma from going through the tunnels.
I mean, I'll hold my hand up to it without touching it. Door hot or no?
No.
Being of Fey origin, how much iron is in this fucking door? How much of a I don't want to touch this am I getting?
It is very
As a
much of
Fey.
it is very much of the steel variety. Like almost every mechanical working part of this door is metallic and very strong. And since they use iron to make steel, there's probably a lot of iron in this door. But you do notice that this door has a pretty accessible keyhole. That potentially obtaining a key would allow for ease of access.
Alright, I'll try the handle first. Why not? It's not gonna do major damage, but it doesn't gonna like Cecile doesn't want to be touching this door any longer than she has to.
You just kind of like pull on the door. You can tell that it's like locked. It doesn't even like wiggle much.
Okay.
Like the way I kind of picture this door is kind of like those submarine hatches. They're like the full swinging door that once it's closed and you spin the wheel and all of the metallic arms go through the door hinge. It is shut.
And locked, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Even though they were moving prisoners through here, you're pretty sure it was opened from the other side.
Just to be sassy, I'd like to knock on the door.
Like how are we knocking? Like a little tick tick tick, or are we going da boom da boom da boom?
No, go the full tough knock, just without the falling through it and turning it into armor.
We don't have a metal bender.
Like I said, without the falling through it to turn it into armor.
See, it opens towards us, and that's part of the headache here. Because otherwise, I just knock it in. So I'm not sure myself. Although it doesn't make sense if it opens out, because if it's supposed to stop the flow of lava, you would think it would open in. But at the same time, no, I'm not sure Cecile knows how to knock nicely. Are you kidding me?
I don't think the writer
Yeah,
of this
of course Cecile
module
knows
was
how to
paying
knock
attention to
nicely.
that little
It's just
detail.
boom, boom, open the fuck up.
I just knock on it, because just to see if somebody on the other side is stupid enough to wonder why somebody's knocking.
So you do the full to try to knock it.
No, bueno.
You see
So if we lose
this
you.
faintest little bit of metal slide to the side, and you see a pair of beady eyes. What you want?
To come in.
You don't look like one of our guys.
Oh, that's a little judgy.
Where's your proof?
Shit, I gave my ring to Amir, didn't I?
Yes.
Yes. I'll look back at the party. Do we have another signet ring?
Not to my knowledge.
Wouldn't any of the guys that were on the floor that we dropped, including the
They
one Nyla tried to use
disappeared.
as a broom, have had a
Oh,
signet?
there's the broom guy.
Like, Nyla used one as a broom. Wouldn't one of them have had a signet?
You want to go look? I don't know, maybe Nyla would know that answer.
I mean, I'm probably blocking most of this dude's view of the tunnel behind me, just due to my sheer size right now. So.
I mean, we are currently out of combat, so I could get away with just poof, poof, poof with some misty steps.
Wait, Badger, what would I need to do to know that knowledge?
Both sisters have misty steps, so I mean, whoosh, whoosh.
Look at the corpse that you used as a broom.
I thought it was more of a mop, but
Either way.
tomato potato.
I guess I'll do that. I guess I'll what? Do an investigation.
Investigation check. Yes.
Or... Okay. Well, I don't know shit.
Nyla's searching, but doesn't seem to come up with a signet ring.
All right.
I did some poof poofs back.
I would say I would use my inspiration, but I don't want to burn that.
Hadron did some poof poofs back to the body.
Okay.
Gonna look.
Okay.
Investigation.
Yes.
Okay. Come on, roll. Thank you. Wow, you are lagging.
Oh wow, you are lagging.
13.
13. Better than me.
You're pretty sure that if this person did have a signet ring, it got thrown off during the mopping process.
God damn it.
And you can just hear this guy behind the door like, I'm waiting. Do you have proof?
Can I try to spot it on the floor around here really quickly?
Perception. Oh, what's your passive perception?
Passive is 12. But the
Okay.
roll was 18.
Looking up and down the hallway and whatnot, you think you see one in the mud?
I rush to grab it real quick and try to wipe it off to see.
It is a signet ring.
I'm going to Misty Step and poof, poof, poof all the way back. Right here.
Yeah.
No.
Show ring.
I'm just going to quick tap on Cecile's back for kind of like with the ring and slide into her hand.
Ring.
There's just like this stare down.
Shit. Where are we? Because I had to zoom out and now I lost where characters are at. Shit.
Center towards the bottom. Ish.
Right.
Basically where the ducky is. Where the ducky is.
Okay, I see it.
Where the Kratos ducky is the party.
I had to press the zoom out or fit screen button, and
weird.
I was like, well, I was trying to zoom out, but I accidentally pressed the fit screen button, and I'm like, uh-oh, that's not what I wanted. It, like, fucks over everything. Holy shit. Oh, no, those are the dead bodies.
You are a very big lady. But I am also not death. Access denied. And metal thing just slides across.
Okay.
Because he was actively hearing you guys go, do we have a second for cover of the bodies? So we sit there going,
We've done this the nice way.
Wait.
Yes.
He had that open, Tim. Right?
Hmm.
So I can see the other side.
I mean,
right?
this thing only opens like this bit.
Right. But can I see space behind him?
In that brief amount of time, no. Not even light.
Cool.
Does the keyhole,
I
by
have an idea.
chance, if I were to look at it, does that show through to the other side or no?
No.
Can
Whatever
I try
it
something?
unlocks is probably a mechanism in the middle of the door.
Can I try something?
What?
I'm gonna knock on the door and hope to see if he answers. Be like, wait, I want to say at least one thing to you. All right? Please.
You don't hear a
she'll, like,
reply.
knock on the door. If you open up, I have some nice imported elven wine, rare, from the rarest kingdoms that you guys thwarted. I want to use deception on her, on them.
No, this would be or do you have it on you?
No.
Oh my
Then
god.
I would need 2 rolls: deception check and
Okay.
performance.
Oh gods.
Best
It's a
part
bard.
is I have fucking good ones.
Hmm.
Or are
So
you
which
one of those
first?
bards without performance?
First or deception?
Either one.
Deception first. Yeah.
Either one.
While this is going
25.
on,
For the performance. It was a 19, you bitch! I'm gonna burn my inspiration. No, I don't care. I'm burning my inspiration for that.
how about I could try something. Timbers could try something. Never mind then.
14.
Mm.
It was a 19 before, and then it switched back, and I was like, fuck!
So although you did a beautiful job at trying to convince like a door-to-door salesman that you have this really nice wine, elven wine you'd give him if he opens the door, there is still a hint of detection of bullshittery.
Damn it!
And you just
Fuck you guys.
hear muffled through the door, "Go away!"
We're
So
not
Nyla-
leaving.
Nyla would just like look at Alyssa, Hydruid, and Cecile and go, I'm sorry. I thought that would work.
Timbers is gonna like, hold on, I got this. Timbers goes up, just kind of gets like a little like a little 3-tap knock.
Ow, my knuckles. Ow. Why'd I do that?
What did you knock on?
At this
I
point,
knocked on my wooden table.
I don't think he's gonna answer just the knocking.
Mm-mm.
Well, pretty much good from Timbers basically gonna be saying Timbers gonna be saying that if you want us to leave, why don't you say I want you to say to my face, man to man, purely out of respect.
Window slides open again. Go away!
Wait. What
Oh,
can I see?
wisdom
What can
saving
I
throw.
see through the window?
Wisdom saving throw.
this thing is only like an inch or 2 wide, and it's enough where you just see his eyes and his face.
Eyeballs.
Yep.
Wisdom saving throw.
Shit, what are you
That's
doing?
16.
Are you using what I think you're using?
Yep.
It's
I
just
need
curiosity.
I need this person to make
He
wisdom saving throw
wants-
16.
He wants it to work so bad.
I mean, if this doesn't work, I have an option that is
What are you using?
not a spell.
I'm using Gios.
I also have an
Yeah.
option that's not a spell.
Oh boy.
At 5th level.
Okay. And what do you say?
Well, I mean, if it works, I basically just tell him. I just tell him. Now that I have your undivided attention, my good man, you are going to open this door, and you're going to let us in. I command it.
How close are his eyes to that window, Tim?
Like
Well,
Cool.
Right-
I
right
would
there.
like to shove my fingers through and poke him in the eyes to get him to step back from that window.
if he's already under
Fine.
my command, he has to do what I say. Unless he wants to take like if he defies me, if it works, and he defies me, he takes 5d10 psychic damage for each time he decides to not follow my directions.
Hmm.
So, just resolving from earlier.
Hmm.
The guy seems to go through, and as soon as you say now open the door, the window slides closed. There is a moment of silence before you start hearing click, chick, 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 click, chick, 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 click. And then there is this sudden uproar of yelling. What are you doing? What are
I
you
would like-
doing?
to door opens towards us or pushes in?
Opens towards you.
Okay, grabbing our side and pulling literally as hard as I can because he's in the middle of opening it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he is starting to open it. Yeah.
Yeah. Guess full strength check.
Me? Just strength,
Yep.
not athletics.
You're just sheer forcing, grab and pull.
Oh, come on now. It's not athletics?
I'm helping.
Roll it again.
No, for me, athletics is a little bit more planned out. This is just you hear the click,
Better.
you just grab and start pulling.
You still get used to being in bloody form.
Mm-hmm.
I have my
I already pulled.
I have my 5 bottles of Molotovs that I made.
Door's not open yet.
Let's wait.
No,
Window
I know.
shut.
I'm just saying.
That
When
that
should I
is not
use
going to
those?
help. Not now. Later.
Okay.
Later will definitely help. Right now it's probably not a good idea. Small enclosed space, a lot of people.
Oh no,
Crossfire.
I know that. I'm just saying. She's gonna make sure she's double checking that she still has her fire Molotovs, and she's like, "Oh, we get into a big and like
Fire
fight
Molotovs as opposed to ice
Oh, yeah.
Molotovs?
yes,
Get out of my head.
white phosphorus.
if
Mm,
only she could make that."
the spicy
Oh
white
god.
powder.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe throw some magnesium in there for good measure.
So
You want a
between the
big
two
boom or
of
you want a
you
small?
grabbing this door while it's still being unlocked and pulling,
Mm-hmm.
surprisingly, the door rips open.
Good.
Alyssa's probably the one closer to the actual opening.
What do I see?
Approximately a good dozen of guards inside this large room.
Molotov?
Only a dozen.
Yeah, there's
That's
about
like
a dozen
crowd.
that you can see from the web, and there's about 4 of them that have pulled the guy that you originally had saw answering the door. They have pulled him back, and 2 of them has stabbed him
Are you
To tr-
fucking
to-
kidding me?
to get him to stop. He was complete. He let you guys in
Okay,
Mhm.
cool. So, big mad. Big mad.
while under mind control. They had pulled him back, but since he was still trying to fight his way back to the door to finish opening it, the guards basically put him down to stop him from
Damn.
advancing. Their one job was to keep you guys out,
Well,
and they
guess what?
failed.
Yeah, they fucking failed, and now they've made Alyssa real mad.
So I don't really have a good map.
I
for
rolled an
this
intimidation
one.
check to see if I can just get them to kind of freeze.
Okay.
For a
Um,
little bit, I wanted to do the Ray Finkel thing from Ace Ventura. Right to the dial.
Hi, I'm looking for Ray Finkel and a clean pair of shorts.
I gotta get rid of this one. And put that one there. Or not 2 words, it's 1 word. Okay, your intimidation goes off. This door rips open. They're all standing there. They all kind of look up at you guys as the 2 of you are standing front and center in the door. And you just kind of do the whole freeze. And they all just
fucking move.
They all just they just freeze up where they stand.
Because I had to get called outside because the storm's coming, remind me, what's with this door in this room full of people?
This was the door that Cecile had seen the guards taking prisoners through.
Okay.
But it's a very large, massive iron steel door.
Okay.
And other than the collapsed tunnels or going back the way you guys came, this was your only other option to continue through.
Okay. Cool. Are there any more prisoners? I'm going to
Not
hold
that
a fucking axe up. Are there
Not
any
that-
more prisoners?
Not that you can see. Or are you asking them if they have more prisoners?
Yeah, because I'm asking them if they've... Where's the ritual?
In the castle?
Where?
And they just point up.
What's the fastest way there?
Through the temple. And a couple of them are starting to reach for weapons.
If you move an inch, I'm going to kill you where you fucking stand.
To kind of help with that little intimidation, I'm just going to hit myself with Shadow of Moil and wreath myself in flame-like shadows.
And also to add to
Since
the
when is the Raven Queen
intimidation,
Jewish?
Nyla's going to play a slight scary note on her lute that makes it more horrifying. Like she means business. So, unless it's got like background music of like death metal going on.
Scythe is out too. Well, reading myself in these flames.
Despite the badassery, they all make the comment of they will release Tiamat. And if they have to die to stop you, so be it. And even though some of them are still shaking as they draw their weapons, they draw their weapons.
Well, we tried.
Your funeral, pal.
Oh, really quickly, what's the light level like in this room? Is it bright or dim?
Very dim.
I can change that.
Because I don't know
Yeah.
if if the spell actually came through, because it came up as just a string of letters and numbers for me.
Cal.
The shadows around me turn dim light within 10 feet into darkness, and bright light is into dim light. If it's in that same area of 10 feet.
You are just a shadow of flame.
Yeah. Also, any creature within 10 feet of me, if they hit me, gets hit with 2d8 necrotic.
Cal, that face.
So I'm still able to see. Good.
So essentially, with we have wall, door, wall. Door's been ripped up. Wall. And somewhere in the middle over here is a corpse of the dude that was at the door. So you're diving in at first person you see?
Oh, me or Hydroon?
You're the one that rolled your to hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Throwing or
Like
dashing in?
I'm full sprint. I'm swinging.
All right. 18 will most definitely hit.
Cool. Minimum.
Ooh,
Oh,
slashing damage.
there's that too. I'm also technically considered heavily obscured
Mm-hmm.
to anyone trying to see me.
You basically make those nearest to you also very obscured. Maybe not heavily obscured, but difficult to see.
Yeah.
Guy's
So-
still standing, I assume.
He is still standing. So for any of them that could see Aelita, because you're kind of standing in front a little bit, your heavily obscurity makes her almost invisible.
Damn, what's with these dice tonight?
Are we
Fucking
doing
no.
surprise attack first?
The surprise attack is Alyssa moving.
Okay.
The surprise
would
is
like-
Alyssa. Surprise, barbarian.
Yep.
How about a better surprise? How about 2 barbarians?
Ooh.
Like that idea.
I would like to
How
enter
about a
and
burst
smack
prize?
the shit out of someone.
How about a burst prize? How about I summon 20 apes?
In a small space?
Yeah, it's basically like
Ah,
one
Looking
get
to
barrel
remake a
monkeys
movie?
explode towards the enemies.
I mean, that's up to
I'm not gonna
you.
do that.
We
No,
haven't.
I'm
we
not gonna
haven't.
do that to Badger.
But
I'm not
you
gonna do that to
essentially
Badger.
intimidated them into a hold action, which is why I'm letting Alyssa dash in for a surprise round.
Am I good to dash in after her and attack a separate section?
Yeah, since you both were talking
not-
about being right at the door.
I'm not raging, so I don't get that fun yeeting them
Mhm.
backwards thing. But it's still not going to feel good.
Okay.
But yeah, smack into him.
I don't think Alyssa's
Hey, your
used a
dice are
bonus
better than
action.
mine. Bonus
Oh,
action. Oh, I have the. Can I do that when I'm not raging?
does a 34 hit him?
Jesus.
Hey,
Ma'am?
I think technically it's a 31, but
Ma'am?
Is this guy within 10 feet? Or
Which
is this
one?
guy within 10 feet?
He would be
This one?
the
Or this one?
one in the back. This guy would be
Okay,
10
so-
feet.
Using for the bonus action before you take your turn, Cecile, I'm sorry. I'll use distance strike to teleport to here and strike again.
Okay.
It better not fail. If these dice fail, I'm switching them out because fuck that.
And then to answer Cecile question, that 31 would crit.
oh cool.
12 damage on the second guy.
Decent.
You remember what happens when I crit, right?
No, but you're gonna tell me.
So I get to throw an I get to roll an extra 3d12 on top of the regular crit damage.
Mm,
Yeah. So
Oh,
I'm not raging, so it's
the
not
barbarian sigil
as
on the
bad.
moonblade.
So 12
wait
plus
till the magic
19
sticks.
is 31. Plus being that's not what I wanted it to do. Ignore the 22. So 31 plus 1 fire, but then where are the d12s?
They're in there somewhere.
They're somewhere. So 31 plus 1 is 32 plus 17 is 49 from the first smack into them.
How do you end them?
And yeah, I mean, I assume I had to do some movement to get around the door and whatever, so I don't think I can.
these guys chose a bad day to come to work.
A little bit.
Oh, but I could. Can I reach the next guy, or do I have to phase step?
What's your move speed? Isn't it 40?
50.
Oh, you still have about like 20 move speed.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So next individual. I'd like a repeat.
Okay. This guy's got this much health minus whatever you're gonna whack
Yeah, I
him
rolled
with.
butts. Only 23.
It hits. Only.
It's not a crit.
Still only.
16 plus 6. Ooh, 22. That's my second smack. Is this a dragon type or no?
Dragon type, like they have the dragon. I mean, they have.
This Moonblade specifically is nastier towards dragon types and subtypes.
Yeah, I mean they have ranks that are dragon named, but they're all humanoid.
That's fine. And then technically I got a third swing because I crit.
Well, that guy's still there.
So I critted, which means I get a third bonus action a hit.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll take that -5 to it. Why not? Yep.
What the hell?
Damn, dude!
Technically, it's supposed to be 3 less than the +20 because of that one rune, unless you want that rune to stay on there, Tim.
That one rune?
The specific rune we added due to the circumstances. If that's staying there, then great. You can pick that later.
We'll check it.
1d20 plus 20. That's nuts.
Oh, the new one you mean the new one we added?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the Cecile the Bloody rune.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you chose to stay in that form, you get that rune. I mean, you have to remember, it's a Moonblade. Every owner, it gets a new rune for every owner. So even if you went back to...
That's a 31. With
the fighter
-5
that
I
would stay.
stated before I rolled.
Yeah.
So it's a crit?
So it's a crit plus 10.
Jesus.
That's badass.
She hits
I'm
like a
starting
tank.
to think I need to make Al a crit damage bracelet.
So
Yeah.
with the base D12 at max, that's 36. Plus the 10 is 46. Plus
Sorry.
47. But I crit again, so
Maximum 20 centimeters.
47
Reasons for
is
nightmare.
63? Yeah.
this dude had 13 hit points left. So when you hit him, you basically cleave him in two. Your third swing, you just kind of swing around and kind of baseball bat him right along the midsection, and he falls in two pieces.
That was only swing number 2, technically. Oh no, I did swing.
That was
okay,
3.
we're good.
So because 13 minus what, your 64 damage?
Mhm.
Yeah, put him at negative 51. So yeah, you cut him in half
Lovely.
Man.
with ease.
Buddy's having a bad day.
I mean,
guy
you did
didn't
tell
get a
them
chance
if
to
they
roll for death
move,
saves.
you did tell them if they move, they're gonna die. And they all finish drawing their weapons, and then all of a sudden, the two of you are right on top of them.
Yeah,
Just
it's just cut
getting-
through one with force. I don't think that guy registered that he was dead. I'm pretty sure it was one of those swings of not even like registering deaths that is somewhat cut in half, and then second dude.
His body was still registering that he was dead before he actually died. Or after he
So
died.
roll for initiative.
So, got a quick question for you, Badger.
Huh.
Because I ended up
fucking
casting that before the actual initiative, does the Shadow Maul count as me casting a spell or
No.
Awesome.
Combat begins at initiative, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm still wreathed in flames and I didn't use a spell slot for it. Hell yes.
Fuck yes.
I
You
like
want
these
Alyssa
dice.
and I
That was a
to
nat
roll
20.
a D20?
Nice. Hell yeah.
Blacksmith dice back. Nice. I got dirty 20 for my initiative, but still.
Alita got a nat 20.
Yeah. Who are you giving your inspo to?
Who needs it?
I do not have one.
Perma burned theirs earlier.
Yeah, so Perma doesn't have one. I don't have one.
I don't have one, but I don't know that I need one.
With the
And
rolls you
very
have?
much without it. We're gonna grant that to Nyla.
Right, I can add that motherfucker
Awesome.
back into the party.
Alright, I'll take it. You want Alyssa and I to roll
Oh,
a
the Bluetooth
D20
on this
or-
sucks. I start losing it as I come over here.
I mean, I'm matching an initiative with one of the bad guys.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay. He'll pick up whatever's left. Forgetting, I can add Kirk back to the combat tracker.
Yay!
Oh no.
Sometimes I regret
Yes,
asking my
Zapdos.
wife questions.
Uh-oh.
Zapdos has returned.
Zapdos
Uh,
back.
I need put a question in the chat, so I post the question to my wife, and I got more information than I.
Uh-oh.
Anticipated.
Good
My
question or
phosphorus
bad?
is nasty.
Yes, it is. Which is why you wouldn't expect. Was it France that used it?
Well, she's explaining also that the Scoville scale represents capsaicin mostly, which is why
Mhm.
green bell peppers are on there, despite being sweet. She responded with, "White phosphorus is not edible." Now, bear mace, on the other hand, is weaponized Scoville. Any other questions?
I'm sorry,
All right.
bear
I mean, not
face?
wrong.
It's
Mhm.
literally a super strong pepper spray.
Yeah.
Hey, Lita. You're top
Yes.
of the combat tracker.
I'll take bear
Yes.
mace, though.
Which is rare.
Okay.
That never happens. Where is this?
And as long as you stay within 10 feet of Hydroon, you are mostly invisible. You're obscured.
Oh, am I now?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Delicious.
Because 10 feet around... So basically, anyone that's within this... 1 square outside of where Hydrune is obscured from the spell.
So Kirk and Alita are obscured.
Yep.
This guy is dead, right?
Don't
Timmy?
summon the sun. Got
Which
it.
one?
That guy's dead. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, yeah.
No, you could.
Yeah. He's cut in half.
It wouldn't change the obscurity.
No, but you still get burned.
Yeah, but the sun summoning I'm thinking of isn't the laser beam from the hand.
Oh, it's
Oh.
not.
Oh.
Oh. You're thinking of just take out darkness.
No, I was thinking Crown of Radiance.
Well, I was
But since I am in the darkness, we will not fuck with the crown. Not today.
I can always make all
Not now.
darkness disappear with a sunburst again.
No.
No. I'd like to be able to fight this time and see.
Immediate. No.
No.
Basically, your armor, Hydrune, kind of makes me think of like all of the times that in Lord of the Rings Sauron tried showing up, and he was just like this big black ghostly darkness of fire. It's like, yeah, kind of that.
Except this is shadowy fire. It's not bright fire.
Mm-mm.
Saruman the stupid. Saruman the silly. Saruman the sneaky.
Okay.
Okay, meme lord.
I correct in assuming that when Hydrune decided she was gonna go all black and shadowy, that she summoned her scythe?
Yes.
Cool. Her scythe is now a holy weapon. Well, more of a holy weapon than it was.
How much radiant does that do now?
So you are now going to do
2d8 extra.
2d8 extra.
2d8 radiant damage on a hit. And your scythe is going to be a little bit brighter within a 30-foot radius.
You're just gonna see this glowing scythe.
I was about to say this wispy, flamey,
Peeking out of the
shadowy
black.
figure has a glowing sight.
Too bad I cannot do 2 concentration spells at once. Otherwise, I would have this and levitate.
Well,
If you
is
imagine-
that the Grim Reaper?
Man, now
Like
I
you'd
want
have this
somebody to cast
levitating,
levitate on you.
glowing mass coming at you. Talk
But
about
yeah.
intimidation. Is that the Rim Reaper?
Right?
See,
So
this
with
is
holy
why
weapon,
this is why I'm surprised you didn't grab the boots of levitation when they were available. That lets you
When?
use levitation for free.
When?
All the items
was
that Amir
discussed
put
in
on
the
the
mentions.
table, all the wands and the potions and
Amir took
the minute scene and
I don't
plate
recall
armor of
hearing
Aetherius.
that.
Amir took the levitation. Listen, there was a lot of stuff.
there was a lot going on with that.
Wait, did Amir take boots
yeah.
of levitation?
I don't know.
I could have sworn he did.
I thought he would. I know he was. If nobody wanted them, he might have yoinked them.
I mean, I have the boots of speed on.
I did not officially take them because no one said who's going to take what. I was waiting for who wanted it.
Like,
And other than a couple, other than the arrows, no one's really like claimed any of it. The arrows were gone the minute it came out of my mouth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I currently have the boots of speed, which in my case might
Mhm.
actually be a little more useful at this exact moment.
Okay, well,
Have this shadowy, glowing mass just speed at you.
Right. With a yeah. So with holy weapon, your scythe is going to emit a 30-foot radius of bright light. And dim light for an additional 30 feet. You're also going to do 2d8 radiant damage on hit. And if it wasn't already a magic weapon, it is now.
It was.
Okay.
It's a scythe from the Raven Queen herself. It's going to be magical.
Yeah, well, these aren't things that Aelita pays attention to. All she knows is you summoned this, and now it's holy. And now you do radiant damage.
On top of what you normally do.
Yes. And that'll be my turn.
Mouse, you want the etherealness plate?
Makes the most sense to me.
All right. Plate armor of etherealness goes to Cece.
Now we just got to teach him how to smite properly.
Paladin smite.
Paladin range smite with pistol.
Oh, a ranged smite.
Paladin smite.
Smite you from all the way the fuck over there because fuck you, that's why.
I want to stab that guy over there from all the way back here.
I have Thunder Smite on arms. Oh, interesting.
Oh yeah, because all you're doing is wearing half plate. Just normal half plate. Well, now you got full plate.
Mm-hmm.
And you do have the strength to carry it, so...
That was the idea. I had the strength to do it.
You
I was
just
like, I
have.
could
You need
take
an
it.
AC of 18 to you, or strength of 15 or higher, and you got 18, so you're good.
Yeah. I'm like, I talked about taking it, but no one said anything.
And also, you boost your AC by 2, so
Yep.
you have fun with that.
No, I just need I could have equipped it the whole time. Well,
It's on you. It's in your character sheet now. You're good.
I was saying like equip it like on me.
Yeah, I mean, you guys were the items were
Chatting
placed
for a
out
good chunk of
hours
time.
before you guys left the house.
So take off halfway. Where's the armor? I have to restart it, right?
I'm about to say it should be in your inventory, and I've already clicked it on for you.
Thank you.
All right, so Aelita's just buffed the scary shadowy
Aelita-
girlfriend.
Aelita went, here you go. Have some light.
All right, so Dragon Claw tree is this one. Gonna try to step up. Gonna try.
Okay, that means the 10 feet around me, instead of being darkness, is now dim light.
Yep. But still, you're a
But it does not
glowy,
change the
flamey,
obscurity.
shadowy thing with a scythe.
Hmm.
You basically have
what?
that like death. You have death's visage essentially.
Oh, look. My girlfriend's the Grim Reaper. Here you go.
Not only deals necrotic damage, but also a blast of holy magic, just to be on the safe side.
I don't recall the scythe doing necrotic. No.
Hypothetically, if it ends up becoming one. Okay.
Oh.
Haha. Okay, so I get a Fahaj. Elisa, does a 23 hit you?
Yes. And I'm not raging, so I'll take everything full front.
Well, those were shitty rolls. 15 slashing damage.
Ooh.
That is just one of its attacks. And it swings again. 22 hit.
Yes.
For 8 more slashing damage. Wow, I rolled so many ones.
Literally just gonna... You little shit! You really want to die.
And they're attacking you almost like, wolves do. They have like a tactics when there's a lot of them. Hydrun, personified death, you're up.
Okay, I'm
Love
clicking
it.
my heels together and activating the boots, making me get 60 feet of movement.
Where are you going?
Let's see. You know what? I'm going to go right here.
Boom.
And swing 1 will be at this one.
Okay.
Let's go here.
Swing, swing,
And
swing, 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 swing.
Is there a chandelier involved?
I
Nor
get
are there
advantage 'cause I'm right
tables.
there with Alyssa, correct? Or no? For
You're
flanking.
not quite in the position of flanking.
Okay.
If you decided to go here or here, you would be. But where you're currently at, you have the option to hit both enemies.
That's all I needed to know. So let's go for that, giving me a 26 to hit.
$14, $14, $28. Okay. That hits.
You were seeing if I critted or not, weren't you?
I was doing the mental math and it was being slow. Yeah.
I was just shy, wasn't I?
Yep.
Okay, and base damage of the scythe is 11 plus, what is it, 2d8?
2d8.
That's the d8, right? Yes. With an extra 13 radiant damage.
How do you end this poor soul?
I am going to literally swing through as I'm going to swing towards the other guy right next to me.
Ooh.
I'm going to
so
cleave his head from his shoulders.
Okay. So yeah, you just kind of all wispy and flamey just swoop in, and all he sees is this glow of a blade before his head hits the floor.
Nothing. And roll for that 17.
That'll hit.
Okay. There is... What the hell? How did that happen? Oh, it's 2d10 plus 5. I actually got a total of 20 damage on that. I forgot it has a plus 5. I'm like, wait a minute, what's that?
And
and the 2d8.
And the 2d8.
For another 13, bringing it to 33 damage.
You gotta use your scythe more if you can't remember its damage output.
Yeah, you just rip this gouge into his chest. He just blood starts spraying, but he still stands.
And I'm gonna let that be it for my turn.
Dragonclaw 2 attempts to hit Alyssa. 21 hits. For 14 damage. And then swings again. For 17 damage. But that is all it can do.
How much? How much total?
Uh,
Because I took the first two. This is the new attack, yes?
yeah. So 31 damage total out of 2 attacks.
What was the... What did he roll for an attack?
21
Or
and
what did he
24.
roll for? Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, ow.
Cecile.
Hmm. For one of my attacks, can I pick up this body I literally just chopped in half and chuck it at the dude that just hit Alyssa?
I mean, considering that it's now just half a body, you want the upper half or lower half?
I think the upper half will be more disturbing for the individual it hits.
Okay.
I love how
Hit
that you had that
motherfucker with
brief
half
moment
another
of.
motherfucker.
I love how you had that brief moment of thought of which half would be more disturbing for the person it's going to hit.
Well, it's not gonna kill him, but my hope is to knock him prone.
I mean, fair.
So, what am I rolling? Athletics?
Athletics. You just kind of pick up the guy by the scruff, realizing, oh yeah, this is much lighter than a normal dude, and just kind of chuck forward.
Eat it at the dude that just smacked Alyssa with the hope of knocking him down. Which will make it just that much easier.
Alyssa and Hydroon, you see this one Dragon Claw suddenly look over to his right as this, what looks to be another person, is flying at him. And because it was the upper half, it kind of like does the wild arm half hug type thing on this dude. He recoils so violently, he steps 5 feet back as he's trying to push this half a body off of him. But in doing so, causes an AO for Alyssa. Is he is so distracted from that moment that he steps out of your way.
And he takes 17 damage.
Yeah. So yeah, as he pushes the upper half of a dead guard off of him, all of a sudden here comes an axe to the chest, and now he's still standing, but he's bleeding profusely. There's a lot of what was he?
They were warned. One attack, right?
Yeah.
I told you you were gonna die.
I would like to go up to this motherfucker and swing at him.
Okay. One of the guard drakes.
-5.
One of the Drago puppies. Dragon doggos.
Only a 21 with the -5.
But that will still hit.
So 32 plus 4, 36 points of damage.
$36.
Mm-hmm.
Still standing.
Okay. And then I believe that is. Do I rage? Do I not rage? I've got like 6 rages at this level, right?
That I wouldn't know.
I think. I have to look it up. I mean, I could have done that first and just made it worse. Nah, it's my turn. Now that I'm done bowling with trauma.
Alrighty. So that ends your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oofta. Alright. Guard Drake. Nope. Both attacks on Cecile whiff. Nyla.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to have either a big brain Sammy or someone or country or one of you guys. But first things first, the Molotov Badger. What's the spread of the Molotov? I know it's lower than the Fireball, but it still has that significant spread because of the alcohol. Like how many squares, I should say. I should reword that.
20 feet.
20.
Radius or diameter?
Each creature within 20 feet of exploding Molotov, so 10-foot radius, 20-foot diameter. No.
Damn.
Yeah. No, that would make it a 40-foot diameter.
10-foot
You said
radius.
each creature within 20 feet, you said?
20 feet. Yeah, 20 feet of point of impact.
So that would be a 20-foot radius.
Okay.
That is fireball spread, basically.
Yep.
Oh,
But
Just
unlike
a little
Fireball, it's-
smaller than fireball.
Unlike Fireball, though, it doesn't do the thermodynamics thing.
No.
okay. Now this is
Meaning
where
if you
I
did
need.
chuck it to the side and
Well,
what
that's
have you.
another plan. Is I need distance-wise mathematicians of how far the distance would be
No
to
one
throw
knows
it
as a mathematician.
over here in this direction.
As an action, you can throw a Molotov
on the math.
cocktail at a point up to 60 feet away.
Are these
Each creature
five-
within... Yes. Each creature
So-
within 20 feet of exploding Molotov cocktail must make a DC 15 dex save or take 1d10 fire and begin burning for
to
1d4 rounds.
Not hit anybody else. You have to have it basically out here.
That doesn't seem too bad. I mean, okay.
Hi there, nice to see you. Bumblebee tuna?
5,
Bumblebee tuna!
10, 15.
If you're right in the door, you should be able to eat it there.
Okay, so don't move another step. Got it. That's what I'm gonna do for my action. I'm going to throw it. You said what, here or was it here?
Yeah, you have a 60-foot, range.
Here is where it is.
Okay.
At least 20 feet past Alyssa. Like Alyssa's not in the 20-foot that emanates from.
Okay, that's good. I'll do that. That's my action. I'm declaring that. I'm grabbing a Molotov, lighting it, and chucking it out there. Now, my question is, we never did a roll for it. Would I need to make... Oh, damn.
Has access to 9th level spells. Chucks a Molotov.
Well,
I
keep
am
in
just
mind, I wasted... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to
You're
interrupt.
fine.
I
I
am
was
just
gonna say... Oh, sorry.
you didn't necessarily
nap
have
after
to
the
do a roll because
Okay.
it is a thrown weapon 60 feet away. If you were trying to hit a creature specifically, I'd have you make a roll for that. But if you're just throwing it into a particular area, a 5-foot square
Yeah.
is a fairly large target for someone who can throw things. And so as soon as you chuck it, it lands and explodes. Each creature must make a DC 15 dex saving throw or take 1d10 fire damage and begins burning for 1d4 rounds. So I'll have you roll the 1d10 and the 1d4.
Okay. So at the same
And,
time or one at a time?
One at a time.
So what do you... I'll do
They
D10
thought we were
first,
the problem.
I guess. Or do you want me to do the 1d4 first?
It doesn't
One
matter.
is damage, the other is duration of time.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter which is rolled first.
No, I said D10, not D100.
Oh, wow. One save out of so far.
2. Okay.
2 saves, 3
It's
saves.
a little burning sting
Full save.
3.
3
for
rounds.
3 rounds. 2 damage each turn for 3 rounds?
Or is it 3
Is
damage
that how that works?
for 2 rounds?
No, the
I don't know.
1d4
Well,
is the time.
Oh,
So
it's
you
the
roll.
time. Okay.
So you roll the d10, which is 2.
Mhm.
So everyone within that circle takes 2 damage. And then for the next 3 rounds, let's just mark it with burning for
Yes!
3 rounds.
Uh, bonus action. Hi, Drew. You said you don't have a inspiration?
No, I do not.
Guess what? Bardic inspiration for Hydroon.
Nice.
For the Bardic Inspiration, what is... I know that's a die. What is that?
It's
D12, I believe.
Hang on. Yeah, it is a D12.
Okay.
So yeah, no, she's gonna grab out her lute and she's gonna play some songs for the party so they can feel like they have at least some background music while fighting. Because why not? We need background music.
Okay.
So
What is it? Through the fire and flame?
damage.
Nah. Well, no. It's the it's the Dracula song. Or
Interesting.
Draculara song.
Dragula? Is that what
Yeah,
you were aiming
Dracula
for?
song.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're talking about the one from Rob Zombie, yes?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah,
Burn through the
Dracula.
dragons and burn through the cultists, cause you are dead. Burn them all.
Good. I'm still recovering from you referring to it as that one Dracula song.
So does
Stop
that end
dying.
your, does that end your turn?
That ends my turn.
Alyssa.
Choking on my own pizza crust.
Swallow food, then breathe. I find that works the best.
I want to move here. I want to swing. And I want to hit.
To move will
Those 2 other dudes aren't dead yet.
Yeah, but you guys got it.
it will trigger 1 AO.
That's fine. I don't care.
Which is gonna miss you anyway. So yeah, you're good.
13 damage.
27 hits, 13.
Goody. Goody.
Okay.
Still standing?
Still standing.
I barely missed critting this guy.
With a 14 AC, that 29 will crit.
Okay.
So that 12 becomes a 22.
There you go.
How do you end this poor soul?
I'm taking the head. And then I'm going to grab it.
You just kind of walk up and grab his hair and just, or grab the
Shink.
helmet.
Yep. And I'm holding the head because I'm gonna use it as a projectile on my next turn.
Fair.
Yeah,
I
that
told
sounds
them
about-
you
that
will
sounds about right
die.
for Alyssa.
I told them you will die. They didn't.
Okay.
It's their fault.
I gotta make this a little bit smaller. Because now everything in this smaller circle is on fire. After the Molotov cocktail is thrown, a flame spread. Oh, maybe not that big. It's only a 10-foot radius. So here. Flame spread over a 10-foot radius of the target for 1d4 rounds. Lighting any flammable objects within this area aflame.
So they're robes.
Creatures that begin their turns within this area must make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw or take 1d8 fire damage. So, given that it is this person's turn, they now must make a con save. Perma, why don't you just give me a D8?
A D8? Oh no.
1d8.
Why you say, oh no, you're the one who threw the Molotov.
Your Molotov has an after effect.
Mazel tov. It's Johnny first.
Mazatef.
Mazel tov.
4?
4.
I mean, not
Cool.
bad.
So just by starting his turn there,
It
he takes
full on
damage
fire.
as part of his flowy, cloaky robe, and yeah, parts of him is on fire. So yeah, these 5 that are back here,
Yeah.
are standing in fire.
Oh, okay. So the flames kind of just shortened, I guess.
And because it is fire, it is considered difficult terrain, so he can only move that far. Sabers.
I'm gonna go ahead and summon. I'm gonna go ahead and cast summon Draconic Spirit at 5th level.
Oh Jesus! They
Yep.
they thought they had problems now.
Spirit Crowdvein is now coming forth.
So
Oh no.
Nyla's in way of the door. And you do realize how big that spirit is?
Oh yeah, no, it's pretty big.
Am I taking damage too? Oh. Hindsight, I probably should have stepped in fully and stepped out of the way for people. That was my bad.
I mean, you already know most of the rest of the party can just fire over you.
True.
Yeah, I'm basically gonna summon them into the room.
Hell, I'm tall enough I can step over you
No,
most
it's
of the
not
time.
this one. It's this one.
It's true.
So you're just summoning them into the room?
Yeah, I'm gonna summon them into the room.
So all of a sudden, hey Nyla, just in front of you, there's now this Cryovein spirit.
Do I need to make a save to not get frightened, or because
Sure, why not?
of that?
Yeah, sure, why not? I basically walk over to the wall
Just
right
try to
next to Nyla.
traumatize your character. It's fine.
Constitution saving throw.
It's basically like Timber just walks over there. It's like Timber just walks up to the wall right next to Nyla and just like a snap of the finger, and Cryovein just appears right in front of her.
Hopefully 15? No?
You're not necessarily frightened long term, but you are enough that you basically fall on your butt.
Oh, okay. No, that's
Because all of a sudden you're
Well,
like,
yeah.
because you just
It
threw
was
this
just a-
Molotov, and all of a sudden white dragon ass is in front of you. and you're just
Ah!
like
So
shit,
that would
shit,
be
shit.
considered prone.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you just kind of fall back on your butt as you're just like,
I just remembered that
Okay,
Alyssa and
it's one
Hydra
of
are
those-
the
oh,
only ones that Timbers knows how to do this party trick.
Yeah.
yeah,
I didn't really tell anyone else.
yeah. So there's a little bit of commotion behind you, Tibbers, is going, the fuck is that?
I was
Premier-
like, oh my god, it's Crowvein. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. I kind of have a spirit. I kind of have a spirit now.
I just realized, why is there a 10 next to the check mark of the prone?
What?
Great question. I don't have an answer for you.
Here, I'll
Oh, because you can put in a duration.
Oh, okay.
So, like, if you see the guys that have burning, there's a little subscript 3 next to them
Oh.
because they're burning for 3 rounds. So you can mark duration.
Oh.
So that
That's
10 is a
interesting.
timepiece. It's something that they've added to the updates. So,
That's cool. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to get off topic.
so is something in it takes your whole action, chicken?
Yeah, it's gonna take my whole action. Yeah.
All right. CC? Not sure we're going to be able to do as there's a
I can't
dragon in
do
your way.
anything. Yeah. I had the question about the potent. Is it that the ruin proficiency ruin, the potent pepper box?
Potency rune?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot about the 2 pepper boxes.
Oh wait, yeah. No, Crowvein is supposed to go after me.
You
Yeah.
what? What was that, chicken?
Reading the thing, it says that the dragon takes a turn right after me.
Oh. Potent pepper box doesn't mean that you have 2 pepper boxes.
I know.
It's just the
saying, like, 2
potency
things.
rune increases your damage.
Okay, I was just saying I see 2, and I'm like, I don't own 2.
Nope. All right. So what does Crowvein do?
Well, since all he has is basically multi attack, rend, and breath attack. See, your dragon can make number of rend attacks equal to half spells round down, and uses its breath weapon. See, so the makes the number of rend attacks equal to half the spell level. Okay, spell level. What is it? What is this thing's spell level? Oh wait, no, it's a 5. So
2.
number of rend attacks. Okay, cool. 2, and it can make 2 rends and a breath attack. So he's basically gonna walk right through, Hydrune, and he's gonna rend attack these 2 guys right here and here. Gonna rend attack them.
Okay.
So open the stat block.
I mean, it doesn't really have a rend.
All right. Well, let me see. Let's see. Melee attack. Your spell attack modifier to hit reaches 10 feet. One target hit 1d6 plus 4 plus spell level piercing damage. All right. So it's a 1d6 plus 4 plus 5.
So you would make an attack like your spell attack.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and /roll. Oh, damn it. 1d6 plus 4.
Well, no, you
plus
got to make
5.
a attack first.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All right. Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
It's d20 plus your spellcasting modifier, whatever it is on your spell page.
Okay, so yeah, it's gonna be I cast it at 5th level, so 1d20 plus 5. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be 17.
Will hit.
All right, so let's see. Roll 1d. 6 plus 4 plus 5. Invalid. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. We'll just roll 1d6 and we'll add 9. Roll.
Plus 9.
Yeah, 4 plus 5 is 9. I think.
Yeah, it is, but he's just wondering where you're getting it from.
Yeah, so 6 plus 9 is 14.
6 plus 9 is 15.
15. I'm tired.
And what is the
Yeah, I
9
think 30.
calculation? It's your 1d6 plus what plus what?
Let's see. It is. It says hit 1d6 plus 4 plus the spell level's piercing damage. So that's where I got the 5 from.
Okay.
So that's 9.
The end him.
All right. Cravane's gonna take another. Basically, gonna go ahead and reach for the other guy. All right, here we go. Rolling for Rend. That's gonna be 19.
It hits.
All right, so here we go. That's gonna be 11.
Second guy drops.
All right. Cravane's gonna go ahead and take another. Gonna step forward and use a breath attack. Which I think Cravane has. I think Cravane at least has that on there.
Yeah.
Yep. Cold
60
breath.
foot cone.
Yep.
60. Nice. Oh,
Yeah, he's basically gonna go for all the people in front of him with a breath attack. All right, so it says the dragon exhales destructive energy of 30-foot cone. Each creature in the area must make a dexterity saving throw against your spell save DC. A creature takes 2d6 damage of a type the damage has resistance to. On a failed save, half as much on a successful one.
So the DC would be what?
16.
Okay. It's a con, you said?
Dexterity, actually.
All right, he passes. The 2 in the back pass. He fails. He fails. He passes.
All right, here comes the damage. Those who pass take half damage, and it's going to be 10. 10 ice damage. So they take 5 on half and full 10 on fail.
The gnome's applying the full force of Icy Hot.
That's gonna end Cravane's turn.
I will say, though, that because of the ice breath attack, the flames get put out.
Yep.
My beautiful flames. That's okay.
I kind of want to walk over there and deal some justice anyway.
With that, Cece.
At least it helped, though. Hopefully.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can get, like, if I can step over Nyla, I can get right in front of her.
You can move through as long as you don't land on their square. So if you're trying to get in front of her, you can move through her space.
Yeah, I was trying. I saw that I can get right in front of her, like at the end of my movement speed, I'd be 1 in front of her.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, you can plop right where Cryovane just appeared from.
And then, did I see the dragon at the door?
Yeah.
Or did I?
Yeah.
Or I walk in and I see the dragon.
You walk
No,
in and see
you
the dragon.
saw it being summoned
Okay.
because Nyla got oh shit and fell on her butt,
Okay.
and then you just happened to like walk over her through the door.
Right. I am gonna draw my flame tongue sword and say flame on. And I see the owl. And then did I do an action to do that? Or is it a bonus action? To do flame on. I think it's a bonus action to do flame on.
I mean, command words, unless it says an action, I think it's free action. It probably would say it in the flame tongue.
I am looking.
Because in some items it's a free action, other times it says as a bonus action you can use the command word.
Make a bonus action and use a command word.
Bonus action?
And then-
Okay.
Yeah, and I guess I'll use my action to move 5, 10, 15, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna get right next to Alyssa and not get in her way.
Smart.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Alright, Dragon Wing 2. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Runs up to CC. A new challenger approaches. But because it doesn't have any alive wings in the area, it loses tactics. That. Okay, well, that whiffs. And 19 will hit.
Yep.
For 8 slashing damage.
By the way, question, do I attune to the plate armor now, or do I not?
I don't think it's an attunable item.
It is an attunable item. It says item requiring an attunement. Plate armor 3 LS.
Oh, because you gotta learn its command word. Roll me a D100.
D100?
Yeah. How likely were you have been able to use the time in the mansion to attune to it?
50.
That doesn't help me. That's dead even.
Dead in the middle.
Fuck it.
Well,
I'll let you. Fuck it. I'll let you do into it.
Okay. And now I have all my stuff to attune.
Roll to see if this works. Dead center. That doesn't help.
It's supposed to be
Literally,
a 49 or a 51 that I'm looking for dead center. Not a 50.
Literally the definition of where do you want to eat? I don't know. Where do you want to eat it? That doesn't help.
You flip a quarter and it lands on its side, and you're just like, come on.
Nope.
That's why I just fuck it. You figure it out. You tune to it
Why
while
do you
you're
think I
still in the
want to
mansion.
help for the party? I
So
fucking
yeah.
rolled a
You
D100 for myself. Guess what? Dead even. That's what I wanted other people's input.
So yeah, CC, you took the 8 damage slashing.
Yep.
This guy runs over to try to hit Cecile.
What? Hey, buddy.
Does a 24 hit?
Yeah.
First swing for 11 damage.
Ow. Oh no, whatever shall I do? I am in danger.
Second swing, 19 slashing damage. As its second swing scored a crit. Yeah.
How dare you? I'm under 400.
Fucking audacity.
Oh no.
Oh,
Whatever
no.
will you do?
And that
I'm
one's going to
surrounded.
run up for Cecile.
Terrible.
Surrounded by imbeciles.
Ooh.
Just to think, a couple of these guys have resistances to being frightened and still failed on the intimidation check. Ugh.
How many assholes are on this ship? Ho!
Yo!
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Yo!
Royal rules.
Great movie. I gotta watch that again at some point.
15's not going to hit you. 19 will hit you.
Mhm.
For 9 slashing.
Oh no.
And then Dwagon.
Oh, no, I'm taking damage. Whatever will I do? Ow. Ow.
Yeah. 30. This one's going to start swinging at Alyssa. Okay. You're shitting me.
What shitting you?
So this enemy gives another enemy inspo as it rolled both of its attacks and critted both times.
Well,
For a whopping 33 points of slashing damage. So that one gets a good hit off of Alyssa, and then we go to the guard Drake. Moves up over corpses to try to hit Groon.
Oh, really?
Goes for a bite attack. Does a 19 hit?
It matches. So yes.
So 10 damage piercing on the bite. Goes in for a tail attack too. 19 matches for 4 bludgeoning.
So total
14.
of?
14.
Okay, well, it also takes 2d8 damage
All
of
right.
necrotic because of my Shadow of Moil. So let's see. It is 2d8, correct? Just want to make sure I'm rolling the right ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2d8 necrotic. So 1, 2, roll. Are you fucking kidding me?
mean, damage
Both
is
those
damage.
D8s rolled a 1.
Oof. Mother.
What the hell? It just gets a slight tickle of necrotic.
Not quite gangrene. Got it.
That's what I get for hoping it gets hit by a spell that was cast out of combat.
Fair.
That yikes.
We're going to.
What's up, Birdman?
So we are going to burn some sorcery points to transmute and twin. No, we're gonna transmute and empower. Which is the most lined up?
Oh. Yikes.
Zip zap, gonna get got.
What doing?
Lightning bolt.
Zappy zappy man.
We have Zapdos back. What do you expect is going to happen?
It better
Just
fucking happen.
Just hear the
Oh,
cleric from the
I swear
background.
to God,
What doing?
I just imagine a fucking lightning nuke going off. There's gonna be a
Mhm.
fucking lightning nuke. Those poor skeletons are not gonna see it coming.
So I'm gonna
Sorry,
subtract
I'm speaking from
3.
experience.
Alita, Zapdos, Alita.
4, 3, 2,
It is
31.
Zapdos. Oh look, there's Cravane just for shit and
So
giggles.
it's 27, and I'm gonna re-roll.
Oh, do you got empowered?
Yeah. So 27 plus 14. A lot of damage.
41.
41. They have to make.
I love using empowered as a sorcerer.
Uh-huh.
No, that didn't hit hard enough. I want more.
They have to make a DC. They have to make a con of 21.
I'm sorry, a con of what?
21.
Good luck with that.
God, I want Kirk and Kythos to meet.
We need a crossover episode.
It's already been talked about.
My God, yes we do.
Yeah, well, when Saturday's
know
group
Mom
comes
wants
out
to
of the
see my glorious
parallax.
himbo.
1, 2,
My
3.
sweet lion boy who's got
They
more
all
strength than he knows what to do.
fail. He's got ouchies. He's
He's a
got.
sorcerer with 17 strength. He's got no right to have it.
Oh, what?
That's
Damn.
what I got. Yeah, he's such a himbo. So good. In? No.
Glass cannon,
Wisdom?
but with
No.
strength. What the hell?
So you just all of a sudden
Wisdom?
just
No.
hear
Strength? No. Charisma.
Cecile, you just kind of feel the static of the air just kind of like grow and all of a sudden just flash as the guard Drake gets nuked. The other two are now profusively bleeding, looking down. They got a big old burn down one side. Their armor is still kind of sizzling and crackly.
How's that blue taste?
And then just to... So I gotta burn 3 spell slots. Or 3 spells, sorcery points. What am I talking about? Good. 17.
Oh, damn.
Use a bonus action. You can cast for spell. You can also use your action to cast another spell. Okay, so using spell driver feat, basically quickening a transmuted bolt. Ouchies. The guy that first ran up and swung at DC. So he's at there. All right, Aelita.
Go ahead and skip me for a hot minute. I'm having a conversation with my sister.
Giving, hey Drone.
Gonna swing at this Drake right in front of me.
Okie dokie. $26. Hits.
Okay, so base damage 17 plus it was 2d8 radiant, right?
2d8, yes.
Roll for 11 radiant damage, putting it at 28 damage.
Yeah.
For swing for hit 1.
All right. Still standing.
Second swing 21
hits.
Base damage of 17 with the 15 radiant damage on top, putting it 32 damage.
Ooh, that second swing, you caused a gouge through its scales, and you see it starting to bleed as kind of recoils from that second hit, but it's still up and standing.
That'll end my turn.
All right, so sail.
All right, so we'll swing it. Yellow dude first, I guess.
Boogie.
Go ahead and take that -5. So with the -5, it's 32.
And it's still getting crits. Because you need 20
God
or higher
almighty.
to crit.
The dice love you tonight, man.
You need a 28 to crit. And you're already taking the negative, which means that that plus 10 doubles as well. So
It does?
yeah.
Oh.
It's never before, but okay.
No? Oh wait, no, never mind. That's the new house rules.
Mm-mm. Think carefully about your decision.
No, I know. Yep, no, that might change the next campaign's house rule there. I was gonna make it to where any crit doubles all damage or all dice rolled, kind of
Well,
thing.
the 10 isn't from dice.
No, okay.
So yeah. So
But it still
so 12
allows you
plus,
to.
so 22 plus. Come.
Yeah, 22 plus 26.
48 to start. Plus 6. 59. The first swing.
How are you swinging?
Well, the intent is to hit the next guy anyway, and if I crit, I get that extra thing. So it is literally taking the axe and swinging through, hoping to cut through the first guy to get into the second guy.
Okay. With that being said, with that much damage that you just rolled, how much was it? 50 something?
59.
Is enough to decimate
Is he in
that
half again?
guy. The first guy is in half, and the second guy's got an axe sticking out of his chest as he keels over as well.
Oh.
You like butter, 10 HP remaining. You just slice through him, and that follow swing, even half the damage on the follow swing, is enough to kill him.
Great.
That was just all one hit. Killed
I
two
would
guys
like
for the price of one.
to face step over there. Meaning he takes 6 fire damage just by me appearing.
Ooh. Okay.
Because I'm it's summer. I would like to swing again
Okay.
with a -5.
Okay.
Good, I rolled low. 21 total.
Then you rolled low.
I rolled the
That
6.
hits. That hits. Don't crit, but it
Great.
hits.
So 35 plus 39.
Yeah, you took a chunk out of him.
And I used
What's
my bonus action to face step, so I don't get my bonus action for critting before. So we're good there.
alrighty? And here's the thing: you guys are dealing this much damage, and neither of the barbarians have raged at all.
Mm-hmm.
Just fuck it.
Oh God! If this is what Cecile's doing now.
Oh yeah, I'm not raging right now.
Oh
I'm not even
God!
attacking recklessly.
Oh God!
Leader, are you back? Should I throw you back into the mix? Give you a chance before we move on?
Yes, I am back, but I'm taking a look at this map and I don't quite know what I would be able to do. Aside from just buff the party and make them hit harder than they already are.
I mean, you got Nyla still on her butt in front of the door.
Yeah, Nyla's a
Tibbers,
big
who's
girl, she can get up on her own.
manipulating. Nyla's is controlling an astral projection of Cryovane. And the rest of the party is just in the fray. And there's a lot of corpses.
Absolutely.
Hell, the damage done to me hasn't even gone through my temporary hit points.
I think
I'm not even looking at hit points.
I think Alyssa's taken the most damage so far. And it's still not a whole lot.
But my actual hit points haven't even been touched yet.
Yeah, I know.
I just for the sake of doing something, we're gonna drop a 4th level bless.
Ooh.
And because English is still kind of acting funny for my brain, I'm just gonna hit send to game log.
Sweet.
Because my sister decided she was gonna come in and break my heart. So.
Uh-oh. All right,
It's video game stuff.
which 3 are you
We're
up to 3 creatures of your choice within range?
yeah, all right. 2, 3. So
5, 10,
we're gonna
30,
go
40,
the we're gonna go Cece, Alyssa, and Kirk. Because
Okay.
I think Cecile's just out of range.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're gonna go CC, Alyssa, and Kirk. And that is concentration, so that will drop my concentration on
Holy weapon.
Holy Weapon.
Okay. Yes.
Which with that, because I'm dropping my concentration on it. 1 second. As a bonus action on your turn, you can dismiss the spell and cause the weapon to emit a burst of radiance. A creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of the weapon must make a con save. On a failed save, creature takes 4d8 radiant damage and is blinded for a minute.
Oh.
On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't blinded.
And what's the check?
19.
All right, roll your damage. I take it you're gonna drop it on the Drake in front of Hydrone, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just read that and I've already forgotten what it was supposed to be. 4d8. Okay. Four of those. Okay, yeah, I like these dice, so I'm keeping these. That was a good roll.
Ooh.
I like these dice, I'm keeping these.
So yeah, as Aelita calls out that drop in Holy Weapon, it kind of, you just see it gets hot, almost, brighter and brighter, and then it just kind of goes pulse. Because all of your allies are just slightly in front of you, Hydrune. None of them take any kind of blind damage or anything from the brightness. But the damage is enough to kill the Drake. So this pulse of radiance comes off. Your scythe is no longer glowing. But that burst of radiance was enough to kill the Drake. So
And now
teamwork.
it goes back to darkness around me.
Basically.
I am one with the dark.
And with that, we go back to order. Nyla.
Okay, Drune.
Could
since when is your girlfriend?
I kind of took my plan. I was gonna use bless, but
You
I
can
use
also bless other people.
Oh, I can't stack.
No.
You probably.
I don't think bless is stackable.
Damn, because I was gonna go for Hydrune, Cece, and Alyssa.
I don't know. It doesn't specify that it isn't. And it's not really advantage, it's just an extra d4. So DM's ruling.
Yeah, DM.
I say it doesn't stack.
It doesn't stack. Okay, so then I'll do my alternate plan instead, which could give Alyssa an advantage if it works. Major if. I'm gonna go ahead and cast a first level spell called Pratfall. And underneath the enemy in front of her, it does have range within 60 feet. A small oily puddle appears right underneath that monster in front of Alyssa. Or not Alyssa, in front of the enemy who's in front of Alyssa, and it needs to make a dex saving throw or be unable to use a bonus action on its next turn as it regains its footing.
And what's the save?
It is instantaneous.
Would
No,
you mind
what's-
sending that
what's-
to game log?
What's the save? So you're going with the puddle?
Yeah, an oily puddle underneath this creature in hopes where it could just lose its balance or at least try to focus on a different thing.
So
Okay.
all it says is a dex save.
Yeah, on where it says a small oily puddle.
It doesn't give any kind of DC for it. At least from
Well,
what
that's based
I'm
off of-
seeing.
It's gonna go based off his
stuff.
spell save DC.
Yeah. What's your spell save now?
My spell save?
Yeah.
Then so you have two different spell saves. You gotta look at where the spell comes from, Bard or from Cleric, and then what's the spell save DC?
Bard.
Okay. So then under your spells tab,
Bard
what's
DC?
your bardic? At the very top
Spells.
should be Bard DC or spell save.
That's cleric. Bard is 17.
17. So a dex save of 17. And because
See, I
hoping-
figured Nyla would have gone for the last one and just pants somebody.
basically. But no, it's
Okay,
more
there we
than
go.
I'm just
I'm back.
Don't worry, Favorite. We've got some of the most powerful casters in the world. Our lead caster throws a Molotov
and then pantses
effectively
the
sticks a
BBG.
banana peel.
And then
underneath it.
5.
Dexterity
No,
save
it's not banana peel, it's
throw,
oil slick.
actions used.
It's tomato potato. Close enough.
That
You
way.
can, you can pull
if-
prone off of you.
Yeah.
It's still
Use bonus actions.
just the mentality of having this
So-
super strong dream team.
The dragon wing in front of Alyssa can no longer use bonus actions.
Yeah. I figured it'd be a nice. To me, I assumed when I read it, I was like, it's a buff. I think so. There you go.
So yeah, we'll finish out this round and probably call it. So, Alyssa.
Hope I did good for you, Alyssa.
You did fine, thank you.
Can I use a bonus action? Does Alyssa have inspiration or? Yes. Okay. What about Kirk?
Kirk's got bless. I don't think he's got inspo.
Okay. I will give Kirk inspiration. Like I said, she's still playing music for the party. That way we have some sort of background fight music. I mean, come on, you can't have a fight without music.
To some people, the ringing of the steel clashing against it, other steel is music in its own.
Nah, I don't care. I'm still playing
Still
music.
standing.
At 18.
Yep. Still standing.
Not any fucking more.
That crits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
9 plus 18.
19. Oh, Yeah, you slash through an arm, tries to go for a block, but the slick puddle at his feet, he loses his footing, and you just take a gouge right out of him. Still standing, but probably not for long.
I forgot I was holding a head.
Yeah.
My other hand.
I mean, you haven't really used the
There is
bonus
an
action
enemy
yet.
within 10 feet.
Yeah.
No, this is a special. When you take action, you can teleport.
Yeah.
Well, you can make an additional attack. So question on that, is it an action of itself?
For
That's
what?
where my confusion is. Distance strike. When you take the attack action, you can teleport up to 10 feet before each attack to an unoccupied space you can see. If you attack at least 2 different creatures with the action, you can make an additional attack with it against a third creature.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, so it allows you to teleport right before you swing at somebody, so you can kind of run up and then just blink to an enemy, smack them, blink to an enemy, smack them, blink to a third enemy, smack them.
Yep.
Okay, well, I swung twice on
So,
this guy.
well, you could still have said you swung here, blinked over here, hit him again, blink back. You can get a third attack off.
Cool. If you allow it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Same as before.
It's kind of worded as you have this like 10-foot blink to close the gap or change targets without provoking an AO.
Oh, that's good.
It almost kind of gives you that Nightcrawler quality from X-Men, where you're just kind of like, you just phase through the ethereal. It's almost ethereal stepping, where you just kind of blink right up to an enemy, smack them. You can almost intimidate them with these blinks too if you kind of combo it, because they think you're coming at them, then you just disappear, and then all of a sudden they're getting smacked upside the head, and then boom, you're on top of another enemy. Boom, you're on top of another enemy. As long as they're all within range of each other, and you can make it look pretty fucking badass, because you can hit 3 separate targets without provoking any AOs. But with that, the 17 is going to be enough to drop this motherfucker.
Cool. Nice.
And you still have a head in your hand.
As a bonus action, I want to kick that. I want to kick the head of the guy I just dropped.
Sure.
'Cause fuck you. I told you to listen. You wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Ears are broken.
Kick the.
A little bit.
Use one head to smack him. So now we've had 2 body parts of a slain enemy chucked at another enemy that may or may not have resulted in their death. With that, Tibbers.
Yep. One thing I gotta check something. I'll make sure that the summoned draconic spirit does not need it's not a concentration. And like, shit, it is. All right. I'm basically going to roll into the room and stay behind Kirk and Alita. The protective magical shield.
Excuse you, I am not a paladin.
You're second best on that one. It's gonna walk
You
in.
feel insulted.
I'm
Shouldn't. It's an important job.
Basically, gonna scan the room, look at the enemies. I'm basically, kind of send melting notes to Caravane, take these fuckers out. So I end my turn. I'm gonna basically go on to Caravane now. So Caravane is gonna go ahead and head over to right about here, and he's gonna go ahead and use Rend on this guy. So
he's already dead.
Wait, really?
You
The only
got
two
this
still
guy
alive
away,
are-
and this
yeah.
guy is still up.
Okay, for some reason on my screen they don't have the X's. Damn.
Well, so
I'm refreshing.
from here, still you have access to this guy. So the one right in front of CC and the one that Cecile's fighting are still alive.
Going for run for the one in front of CC.
Okay.
Okay, and now they're dead. Yeah, actually now they're dead. All right, so D20 plus 5. That's gonna be a 13.
Will not hit.
All right, he's going for another rend. He's going for another one. He's not giving up on this. That is a 15.
That'll hit.
That'll hit. All right. Wait, well, I think it's a 1d6. Damn it. Oh.
1d6
Yeah,
plus
so
9, as you said.
1d6 plus 9, yep. That's going to be... It's going to be 13 damage.
Alrighty. You do anything else?
I want, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I apologize to everyone now. Crabman's gonna go ahead and just step right over here, and he's gonna go for a breath attack on, trying to hit the last two guys.
You know breath attacks hit everybody, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to make sure that try to minimize the minimize friendly fire. I need everyone who's in that cone to make a dexterity saving throw of 16.
Dexterity saving?
A dex save of 16.
Okay. I
can see this effect. Yes, Badger.
You can see it, yes.
Yeah,
but I'd also say that you and Hydrun are not within range of this.
Okay, well,
CC and Cecile.
Cece, don't forget you have been blessed.
So you get a +4.
I have, yes, +4.
Yeah. So you do get a +4.
Is it a +4
or it's a
D4?
D4.
Yeah, it's a D4.
Is this an effect I can see?
It's a breath weapon from a Spirit of Cryovane.
So
yes. So you should
18, so I'm fine.
18. Yep.
You remember those good rolls? They're not here at the moment, but that's fine.
So what's the damage for the breath weapon?
10. 10. Full 10 on fail, 5 on save.
So I saved right?
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh,
10
okay.
damage.
damage.
Oh
Ice
no.
I have resistance to cold.
Ouch.
Then you take 3.
Okay, plus 2. There you go. I never took off my jacket, okay?
Still have the cold resist.
It's not a magical enchantment, it's just a really good jacket.
It's got the puffy collar and everything.
Right,
yeah.
I can imagine like Hydrun just sees Crabbe land, the head just lays bows down next to her, and then just, wow, cold breath.
I'm just picturing CC wearing this jacket he really likes as it matches his fur.
It's purely a decision based on
that's the
aesthetic, yeah.
reason. That's the reason.
There you
It's
go.
all aesthetic to him.
All right.
Melon, my
Well,
turn.
as the opponent that Cecile is fighting freezes up and falls over. CC, your turn.
Shakes off the
Um,
frost.
So I'm gonna attack it.
I mean,
with
it
the
is
flame
bonus that you're summer because everything you do deals fire, so you're just kind of like
Yeah.
nothing.
So I'm gonna attack the last person that's in front of me.
Mm-hmm. But can
20.
you kill it? Yep.
This,
Hope so.
and then plus flaming.
Okay. That hurt. That
So
really
20.
hurt.
And
Combined
the
with
second
the
attack,
burn that he just took.
and then second attack because I have 2 attacks per action.
All right.
19,
That'll hit.
two-handed. 10 to 14
All right.
plus flaming. Another 7. So
How do you
21.
destroy this porcel?
It's we've done this before. I slice through shoulder to like hip, but it's sizzling because it's on fire.
Cauterizes as it goes. It's not
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
a
right.
bloody mess that you leave on the ground.
Mm-mm. So you
Ooh.
Now,
cleave
Cecile's
into its
left blood
shoulder,
everywhere.
drags it down to like the midsection,
A little bit covered.
kind of cauterizes, kind of gets set aflame, but eventually you rip the sword out from his gut and just collapses on the ground. Not very often do you see your paladin run in and just cleave through people like that. But yeah, this ends the combat. You guys are now in a new area of this Well of Dragons. But this is probably where we're gonna end for tonight. And we'll pick up next time.
Yeah.
Because whole new area of chaos to you guys are no longer essentially in the Well of Dragons. You guys are now underneath the volcano in the start of the temple that leads up to the castle.
What you're saying is don't make a hole in the ceiling. Got it.
Minecraft rules. Don't dig up or down.
Yeah, because you had like this partial mound that is the volcano, and you guys were in the tunnels underneath it, and now you guys are like dead center underneath into like the catacomb area. Like, what would be like the next level down for like thermal radiation and stuff like that? But that will lead
So what you're
to
saying
the
is
castle.
it's really warm.
It is very warm.
Oh, great.
Got it.
Well, good thing I have fire resistance.
I mean, what the fuck?
So,
This coat
with
is
that-
too hot for this.
Another bonus
My-
to being like, maybe barbarian, maybe we don't want to
My
trekking through a
sword's
volcano.
emitting more heat at that point.
Also,
Because
like,
now
summer right now,
your maps look like this when it wants to load. But we will go through this next time. Until then, we will say good night, Cake and YouTube, and
Good night.
we'll go from there. So
Oh. Whoa. Good night.
Bye.
Chicken
No, no.
I have
Night.
concerns.
we.
Yeah, me.